Oh, boop. Well, good morning, Trading View and Alpha Traders in the Discord. How we doing today on this Tuesday? What is it, March 21st? Holy shit, March almost gone already. Where's the time fly, man? Where does the time fly? So what's going on in these markets? We were just talking, me and P5 were just talking about these minis running right now. Literally, what are they up on the day? Not too much. But what kind of? Let's see what the S&Ps are up here getting into right now. Got into the monthly range. Got it back into the monthly range, which that's a feat in itself. Here he's there. There was the rejection end of last week right there. Bam, dumped out a little bit. Had that little dump. Now boom, right back into monthly. That is a good thing. That being said, almost, what is that on the day? That's only the first resistance level on the daily volatility range. You got the first standard deviation up here at 40.24. It looks like, is that the first resistance level on the weekly? Probably, yes, it is. So first resistance level on the weekly, and then you got the center of the monthly range up there at 40.41. You can see SPY already at pre-market, almost 397, up about 4 points. Good stuff. What's going to be the play for today? Possibly a intraday butterfly on SPY or SPX. Sounds about good. Sounds about right. It's the new fad, from what I understand. I've already been playing butterflies. Now it's the new fad. Am I a trailblazer? No, not even close. Let's see here. Who do we got popping in? Nice. Beautiful, beautiful. Time to fly. Porsche back in here. P Funk and Jeff. Beautiful. Let's see. If you're watching on TradingView, let's hit that rocket icon. Help get this vid out to other traders. Boom. There's one. And let me see here. Throw a little good morning in this chat. Little good morning. We'll do a double GM. That's right. Good morning and good morning. Okay, let's take a peek here. Let's run. We're going to first, while we're waiting on this market open, I already saw what the minis are doing pre-market. Everything's up pre-market. Liking it. All my trades anyway. All my trades anyway. Anybody that wants any assets looked at today, put them in the chat. Right? You can go into the Alpha Voice chat. You can go in Trading View. You can go in YouTube. Let me see here. Let me pop that open. But definitely best in the Discord or on TV. I'm monitoring those. I don't have the YouTube stream up. So if somebody's bored, wants to throw up a YouTube stream and give me a shout out if somebody requests anything on there, that would be nice. But it's all good. They'll be listening on the go to TV, go to the Discord. We are a friendly crew. Link is in the description of the video here, or right on the TradingView page. Okay, let's see what's happening here. Bitcoin bounced right off the bottom side, 68.3 Laplace here in the middle of the night. Looks like 0300 hours. Until then, yeah, it was ranging in 68.3 Laplace. Do the high frequency trading firm algorithms like the 68.3 Laplace distribution range? Yes, they do. Proof is in the pudding, right? Yeah, literally. Up until about, let's see, midnight Eastern Standard Time, it was kind of stuck in the daily range in the top side of the 68.3 Laplace. Then after literally about the fourth or fifth rejection off the top side, within an hour, it's down at the bottom side of the 68.3 Laplace. Another hour, a couple hours the other way, shoots up. Now we're above it, which I like. Tight daily range. Already have tested the weekly. What do you got up here on the month? Now we got to remember, top of the monthly range is up here at 29K. That's pretty much by the end of this month, which it's creeping in fast on us, right? Yeah, we barely got over a week. Low probability Bitcoin closes above 29 this month. So we could just be ranging around in between like 28, 29K, maybe 27.5 down here. About to find out. Anyway, if you're trading this on low time frames, like we do at Alpha Trading, there's going to be some good volatility in Bitcoin. You can bet that. It will fly around. But I would imagine these bears are going to push hard at 29 to keep this thing down. That is above the 1SD, which is making sense. It's like almost every day, first standard deviation has been below the top side of this monthly range. So that's why when I talk about probabilities, yeah, it's probability. It does not close above there. Not saying the data set by the end of the month can't get beyond that, because it can. So be careful. Be careful. I'm not telling you to throw a short in or anything. This is never financial advice, all right? Never financial advice. And if you're in cryptocurrency, you are your own bank, all right? You are your own bank. See a lot of stuff in the news. People are like, oh, should we trust traditional banking? Or should cryptocurrency be dealing with these banks? I'm like, if you're in crypto, now obviously as a whatever, if you created the asset or whatever, you somebody needs banking, right? If you're in crypto though, you are your own bank. Why cryptocurrency? Why some of these people are getting involved with traditional banking blows my mind. That is not the narrative we want at all as a cryptocurrency holder, right? But right now, cash is king, and apparently it is. It's all good again, right? P Funk, everything's fine.
It's all good.
All you got to do is turn on that money machine, start bailing out the banks. It's okay. It's okay. Scan all this. Let's go over here. Let's check out Bitcoin. What am I on the S&P? Yes, I was looking to get into this trade here in a little bit. There we go. Bitcoin. Let's go to Coinbase. See what's popping here. Okay, UPM. Let's populate real nice. What am I on? The 4 hour? Yes, I am on the 4 hour. Search back engine address, pressure on global money markets. Japan, federal. I'm reading this. Oh yeah. That's that same. Pretty much that press release you put out. That was the same, pretty much as that headline yesterday too, right? Or just what their swaps or whatever. What are they doing?
You talking to me?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's
no, I didn't repost anything, did I? I'm not even looking at your screen. Hang on a minute.
Oh no, that was yesterday. My bad.
Yeah, I just popped some of those stuff.
How funny. Yesterday. I thought you just posted. I'm like, isn't that the same as yesterday? Yeah, because you're looking at yesterday. Whoops.
No, it's all right, man.
It's all good. Yeah, the old credit swaps. Did you see that did you see that Three Stooges thing MJ posted earlier about?
No, I didn't. I saw it. I didn't click on it yet.
Dude, you gotta watch it real fast. Because you will laugh, because it is exactly what's going on with that with the credit swap thing. It's pretty funny. Nothing's real, people. Nothing is real. It's all fake. Hilarious, man. Bitcoin's hanging up around the top side of this power mean band. Is that bullish? Yeah, it's very bullish. Now, has it came back and fully tested the wave trend? No. And this is what I just said a little bit ago. Hey, that range could be 26 to 28, 29K. Who knows? Bitcoin's a beast. But on this 4 hour, after getting outside once, twice, 3 times outside the power mean band, we have not fully tested the reverse wave trend. And that is a must, in my opinion. At some point, you can ride these log MAs. You can ride the 33 power mean. You can ride the top of the band. But at some point, you're going to come back and test this reverse wave trend. It's down there, just a tick over 26, all right? Got some work to do. Let's see, which this sets up perfectly going into the end of the month with the top side of that monthly range on the VRE being at 29K. This makes total sense. See on the daily. We still outside? Yeah, we're way outside. Let's see where it is here. Yeah, guys, I mean, this could be a massive week in Bitcoin. And I'm talking a lot of volatility. Could we come back on the daily and test the reverse wave trend? Sure we could. We're way outside the power mean band. But look at this coiled snake, man. This thing is a coiled snake. This power mean band, these log MAs, reverse wave trend, everything's piled up right here. Bitcoin could be getting ready to pop, but I'm telling you, you got to be careful. This is why we don't buy tops or bottoms. Am I saying my bias wouldn't be to the top side right now? No, I'd have to go down through my workflow. Might possibly be intraday, but you got to be really careful up there around 29K. That's where I would be taking profit all day long. Would I be getting in more longs up there? There would have to be some really, have to be a lot of coordinated circumstances that I'm seeing on my charts to do that. To be honest, I'd be looking more for shorts up around there to be honest. I mean, if we end up around 29K, that's gonna flip my bias to the downside going into the end of the month. Trust me. And now when I talk about that, I'm not talking about macro things. I'm not talking about Bitcoin going to zero. I'm talking about my intraday bias for scalping low time frame volatility on Bitcoin. My bias would be to the downside. When I'm working with my bias, I'm talking about risk. It's all about risk. That's a lot of traders. That's why people get liquidated all the time. They don't understand risk. You better understand your risk, because if you don't, this is what the banks are going through right now, because those morons definitely don't understand risk. As much as people think these guys know risk, dude, it's pretty apparent they don't. Pretty apparent they don't. You got hedge funds and shit going under every day. How does a hedge fund get liquidated? I mean, are you kidding me right now? You're supposed to understand how to hedge all those positions. It's pretty crazy, man. What do you think, P-Funk? Should we start a hedge fund?
Yeah.
No.
No, because I don't have a buy button.
Right?
All this shit.
Yeah, brother. Yes. So let's, I'm going to pop up here on, should I do the 7-day? Yeah, I'm going to do the 7-day. Let's see where this is at. Man, this 7-day. And even, I mean, we're talking macro time frame up here on the 7-day outside the power mean band. This thing's starting to flip. I'm telling you, everybody that's fading Bitcoin right now. Now, as just an investor, I'm stacking, man. There's no doubt about it. Every week, buy a little bit. I already hold a bunch, but it's just like, you know what? This is what I tell my nephews and nieces and stuff. It's like the fact you guys don't have a wallet set up, and you don't have an automatic withdrawal on Coinbase or whatever on ramp you want to use, and even if $100 a week coming out of your check, you're buying Bitcoin, then you go on Coinbase, take out Bitcoin, send it to a ledger. It's safe, no problem. Being young, God, I wish I was their age again, right? Now sitting here mid-50s going, what the hell happened to my life? My shoulders hurt, my back hurts. Ugh. It's okay though. We'll survive. When Bitcoin hits $1 million, I'm going to go get stem cell replacement down in Panama. I should have already done that. I heard it's great. My knees, my back, my shoulders. At this point, my fucking brain. I could use some stem cells. Just dip me in a bath of it. Can we just soak in a bathtub full of stem cells? Wonder if that helped. I see that several boomers are probably in the chat right now going, yeah, can we do that? It's like, fuck, I hope. I'll see if we can get a discount on to bring everybody in alpha trading. There is a lot of boomers in alpha trading. We like it. We like it a lot. Let's see here. Even on the 7-day, 24.5 area is a reverse wave trend. But the reverse wave trend and literally 99 length log MA are outside the power mean band. What's that telling me right now? This power mean band's about to flip up. This power mean band on the 7-day. Now, it's probably going to take a few candle closes, right? But this thing is about to flip. It's already starting at the bottom. Already starting to flip up. And we got the reverse Fisher on the 7-day at 41.8. Wow. 41.8. The 5-day. We're going to be outside this power mean band on every freaking. This is what I'm talking about when I say the 7-day is going to flip. You see how the power mean band's flipping right here, getting ready to cruise right up through the reverse wave trend. That's what you actually want to see, because even on this 5-day, look, you got outside the power mean band, immediately came back, but wave trend's outside the power mean band. It's literally right on top. So what did it do? It sent a wick down through the 9 length and the 33 length log MA, pulled back up, closed right at them both, and then sent a wick right to the 99 length, opened up a new candle. Now here we are. Here we are on the 5-day. And on the 5-day, the reverse Fisher's at 35.9. What are we doing here? Hold on for a second. Well, what's Big Dog up to? All muddy and shit already, chasing something. I don't know if you guys could hear that barking. He is a beast, man. If you guys don't know what an Anatolian shepherd is, Google it. He's a beast. All right, let me see here. He's probably about 135, 140 pounds. He's lost a little weight. Okay, keeps everybody safe out here in the boonies from the predators. Okay. So yeah, like right now, for instance, on this 5-day, Bitcoin were to take off. I mean, you got the 5-day reverse Fisher up here at 35. These are good areas, right? But when I see all these macro time frames outside that power mean band, it's not that on low time frames I won't scalp to the top side. But guys, this is especially going into the end of the month. We know the top side of the volatility range is at 29K. Got to be careful. Got to be real careful. Don't be buying tops, right? Don't be trying to scalp a top. If you're going to scalp a top, you're shorting, correct? Let's have class right now. But yeah, this is the main reason, right? With our UPM, the volatility, the volatility range estimator, the distribution in itself, right? Our projection boss. When you throw a projection boss, and that is our cone that we can project out into the future, that will project out either Laplace distribution or normal distribution. And when you're on a run and you're up at like the second standard deviation or something, this is why we don't buy tops. Like as an investor, say Bitcoin goes on a run right now. Bitcoin hits like 35K and we're at like the 95.4 Laplace distribution range on that projection. Am I buying up there? No, not at all. Not at all. I'm not going to, especially as an investor, I'm not going to buy a top and then watch the thing bleed out, right? I'm into buying bottoms. Let's see here. The dollar. Yeah, I'm gonna circle back to that after I get done with this little analysis. Okay, we did the 5-day, 3-day. All these time frames are outside. And you can see the cross got tested right here. That's what I wanted to see. I remember talking about this 3-day. Rejecting off the 99. I'm like, look for this cross to get tested. That was weeks ago. Did it? Yeah, it did. It did for sure. Actually closed the candle below. So right there that was a little warning across the bow that this could go down to the 33 power mean, bottom of the band. It did know, right? It went to what, 19.5? 19K area was the bottom. Then it just rocket shipped, man. Rocket ship got above the power mean band. Let's see here. In finding support up here above this power mean band, above the 99, I mean, the data set can go sideways, right? And wait for the wave trend, right? That's what I'm kind of looking at to see how this is all going to come together. Because every time frame it's like whack-a-mole at this point, right? When's the data set going to get whacked? Because this baby's going to come down at some point. Preferably, this would be epic. This would be epic. We get a pullback before the end of the month, right? Come down into this area. I'm talking $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 drop, right? Which is, everybody will be like, oh, I told you Bitcoin was dead. And then watch what's going to happen, because this thing's not dead. This thing is just revving up. This thing's revving up, in my opinion, for the next bull run. No doubt about it. Came out of that hole. People are buying Bitcoin. It's a no-brainer. People are starting to realize traditional finance is jacked. If you didn't know already, welcome to the party. Welcome to the party, my friends. And we also, on the 2-day, you got variance coming down negatively correlated. That's what you want to see. This pullback in general, right? There's no bear div. There's no bear div at all. What's setting up right now? Hidden. All kinds of hidden bulls setting up. And all the fishers are up from what I saw. So yeah, we're going to play. We're going to have a good time the rest of this month. We could see some volatility. I'm waiting, though, for a pullback for sure. Let me see here. But that being said, is the dollar going to find any strength? Because that's when it'll happen. That's when it'll happen. We're down at the bottom of the monthly range for the dollar. So this is my reasoning right here, is if the dollar were to make a run to the top side of the monthly range again in the next week here, and we're back up at what, 104.3, that will be probably it. Bitcoin's going to pull back, test some of those wave trends. We'll have to take it day by day, though. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. If the dollar doesn't, the dollar going into the end of this month gets stuck below its monthly range, in my opinion, bull run on, man. I mean, in all the markets, that dollar could show some massive weakness. This thing could just spill the hell out big time. Where to? We'll have to go be week by week. But like we got the first support level, or actually, is that the second? I think that's a second. Yeah, it's a second support level on the weekly down at 102. Where is the bottom of this weekly range? Let's find it. Are they right on top of each other? Let me see. Where you got? There it is. 101.5. We see the dollar down here by the end of this week. Wow. We're going to see these markets pumping hard. What about the monthly? Where's the last support level for the monthly? That's a thing. See, now we're down in the range where you're probably just going to see Laplace and normal distribution daily levels down in this area. Here's the bottom of the monthly. Here's the bottom of the monthly range. Could it be one? Come on here. No, not even close. What am I talking about? It's a first support level. My goodness. I just am not going deep enough. I'm looking for something down around 100. Where are you at? God, are you this deep? There it is, 99. That's a second. Now, do I think this thing's going to go this deep? No, not really. 97.5 is the bottom. 97.5. You're going to see a market rip fun fest if this does happen. Let's get this, pull this data set back in. But dude, that's a lot of movement. That's a lot of movement. This dollar would have to totally get crushed. Totally. And what's happening today, man, we go over on these Forex pairs. I'm sure the dollar's just getting its ass kicked. Yep. Not kicked, but everything's up for sure. Pounds up. Actually, no. Let me see here. Kind of about even today. I'm surprised with the dump, right? With that dollar pulling back like that. Let me see here. Get a better look. Yeah, I mean, that thing shot up. Where did it reject from? Right at the center of the daily range. All right, the dollar. And this was funny. I put a post in the chart. Look at the close yesterday, how this thing just petered out. I kind of laughed. I mean, the liquidity just dried up to nothing, to a speck. That was like we just witnessed the death of the dollar. Then it came alive, obviously. It's like a zombie. But yeah, pumps up, gets above the 68.3 Laplace, rejects perfectly off the center of the range. Boop, right to the bottom side. Right to the bottom side of the 68.3 Laplace. Now it's hanging out around, like I've been saying, the bottom side of the monthly range right here, 103.089. If this thing gets trapped up below here, you're going to see a 1SD move down here probably. The way everything's looking pre-market in these minis, but you already got, like I said, you've got the S&P minis up here at the first standard deviation already at the top side. Right? Probabilities. What are the probabilities? 68.3% chance to stay below this level by the close of the day. All right. But if it does get up above here, you got a lot of overhead resistance, right, on these micros. You're into the monthly, though. That's a start. That is a start. And to be honest, you get this data set at the top of the month by the end of this month up here around like 4075, 4100. It's going to be real interesting next month. These markets could explode, especially, right? They're bailing the banks out. They're funneling money back into the system. Total insanity. Now we got the African crypto warlord has blessed us with his presence.
Oh, hey.
Hey. Oh, and Yasha.
Hi, guys. How are you guys?
Oh, we are good. Loving life.
Yeah, I think I cracked the code on PBCone, and my life literally became 90% easier. Beautiful. It's just a box. Right. It's from this line to that line. It stops there, goes halfway, which is the reverse wave trend mean.
Right.
And either opens above the reverse wave trend mean or closes below it. And if it closes below reverse wave trend, obviously goes to the PBCone level below. Closes above reverse wave trend in 1 minute, obviously goes to PBCone level above. I've been able to decipher them down. Obviously, maybe when I post the coins, you'll see them in their colors. And yeah, man, it really all clicked. I just had my numbers out maybe by like 14 or something like that. But I just had to add extra 14 units to my look back. And I was like, oh my God. So yeah, it's pretty good. I'm happy days. And yeah, thanks, gents. Now I can cast it on anything and literally be like, these are the most probable levels within a statistically significant random distribution. So yeah, we're getting there. now I just need to figure out how to make it pretty much like, how do I put it? You've seen this like grid trading shit that's popping up, right? And grid trading is pretty much just the cone. But I would need the bot or the algo to change the limit orders on each 1 minute print, you know? And then, yeah, I think I could be on my way and I could literally just sit it and watch it play in the cone. And if it goes against me, then I just exit on its behalf sooner than it can exit. So yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm quite excited, to be honest.
Nice. Bravo, sir.
To the moon, baby.
To the moon.
Doesn't matter which way the coins go. That's the idea, right?
Look at this.
That's
view.
the idea. Cones are not straight lines. They're arcs.
Yes, they
They
are.
go up
Yeah.
and down. Distribution goes all around. This beautiful thing.
Yeah, and one thing I'm starting to realize is like if you throw the cones on, and let's say on the 1 minute, like the cone was at 5:30 this morning for me, which is about 10 hours ago, I'd say. Now it started all the way back there, and how do I put this? I just lost the train of thought, man. I'll get back to it.
Are you fine?
Oh man, I'm glad to hear the cone is working out for you, dude. Projection boss rocks.
Yeah,
Projection
it's
boss
next level.
does rock. So does RMLR.
Yeah.
Look at this,
Yeah,
look at
I
this
really like.
beautiful-
I know cool about the projection boss, like the difference between them. You know, the one and the two, especially if you're trading something that has like a continuous market. I like that the projection boss one. You know, you can use it like on the current candle and project it out and kind of like use it as your active, laser sniper, and then the PB2, which is set back further on whatever the reversal candle might happen to be, kind of shows you where within the current distribution the thing is moving. And so it's kind of like
Yeah.
the one can show
Yeah.
you where to go from here, and the two can show you where it is within the broader distribution. I like doing it that way.
Yeah.
But
So
there's
it's
their own way to do that. And also the RMLR shows you into the future what's the likely path through that distribution, and the UPM kind of shows you where is it relevant to the mean, and the power band shows you with the reverse wave trend, are we way far away from the reverse trend and likely to revert to it, or are we still moving away from it? Is it in a trending walk, a trending move, or a random walk using the entropy? So altogether, it's a beautiful package. Nice way to scalp assets.
Very nice.
Yeah, can I ask Bilbo?
Yep.
Do you think it would be possible, I know this might sound stupid, but do you think it would be possible to have like multi-cone? Like, we have the multi-time frame on reverse wave trend, so we can put like 90 minutes and 15 minutes. And then it displays the two different bands on the 1 minute. Do you think we could have that function in place for the PB cones? Maybe not necessarily so that when I drop the time frame, they will be in the same place. That's very hard.
Right,
But
you're like saying,
just more so having two PB cones on one indicator. So that I can throw one on my expansion side of volatility when they all hit 100%, and then have a cone on the 0.00000 side. And I think that's timing.
You mean like multiple time frames on the same projection boss?
Yeah, I don't.
Well,
I think that defeats
it's
the
instead of having
purpose.
two PB cones, because I'm sort of stuck in a spot on the left hand side of my screen where I have my 5 AVRs, which I need, and I like everything on my screen I need, and if I have to upgrade to the $60 a month just to go and throw another PB coin on, but then I can go put it on the right hand side as well, but that's not the data for it that I want to be reading it with. So my things just get a little bit cross-wired if I throw it on the right-hand side of my screen. So I'm being a little bit of a bitch.
Are you using Wolfsbane? That's a good way to cut down the number of indicators you need to use.
No, but you see, I have to use the simpler version of Wolfsbane so that my brain can actually comprehend.
No, yeah, I get it. No, I get it. I was just saying it's a good way to cut down on indicator space.
Yeah, sure. I'm not that good.
Hold on. Yeah, you keep that thought.
I don't know. Deep thought, man. It's something we could probably ask We could probably ask the Brain Trust if that's doable, but I don't know. I don't want to speak on their behalf and say that that's
for sure. I just like to run the idea past. If we could have 2 cones in one.
fancy feature. African coming up with the fancy feature request.
Hey, bro, there's 2 sides to the equation, and now that I know my cone is correct, I have to start going to figure out the other side of the equation.
There you go. You moved from African war bands to cryptic cone ciphers.
Yeah, those war bands were a little bit too much, but they're pretty much depicting everything I wanted to see, but times 2.
Just so everybody knows, Alpha Trading actually made a custom indicator based on requests from African crypto warlord. Try finding me another TA community where they actually do that. Try finding me any kind of TA community where they'll actually do that based on the request of one member. I gotta say, I don't know of any others. But anyway, I don't know, man. We'll ask the guys to see if that's even something that's doable. But I don't.
401. Hold on, guys. I'm doing something here. Let me see. Where's the 1SD? 190, 397. What's that top sign? Where is 68.3? Okay. So the data set right now on SPY, sorry guys, is right at the 1SD. A little bit above it actually, by like 20 cents. Just checking. What's this? 1SD, the downside, 389. 395. Where's 395 at? Is that the center of the range? But top side. No? Wow, this is interesting the way this thing played out. 400. Spread that out a little bit? I think I should. Hold on here. Let's go down to the 1SDs. What am I doing right now? I'm dicking around with a butterfly. 401 to the top side. Where is 401 up here, man? Is that at the 95 for Laplace? It is. Boy, that's a good play right there. Top side, boom, downside to 393. What is the 393? The top side? Right here. Yeah, right at the top of the daily range. Man, that's a good play right now, I think. 402. Ooh, 266. What happened there? The fuck? Hold on. Boom. 5. What is that? A 3-point? 93. Boom. Yeah, let's throw that in. Let's see what happens here. You gonna fill? Oh, they know. I love it when you don't get filled immediately. They're like, "Oh, hold on, we got a player." But yeah, like you were talking about, so higher time frame projection, boss. Or a multi-time frame, that kind of just like defeats the purpose. But I see your hold up is just you don't have pro, right? You don't have TradingView Pro. You can't put it as much indicator on as you want. That's the main problem.
Yeah, I think I can max out 10 indicators per section. Like you can have the windows on one screen. So I can max out 10. And that's even quite a lot. But
do a try screen and then make the try screen
exactly.
third screen below each other.
Yeah,
that's what I do. That's what I do. The one, so it's the one in the stream, like that I use for my stream. The screen on the left, all the green flashes are the AVRs. Then from the top, I have VRE. I have 5 AVRs, and I have VRE, reverse wave trend, ultimate power mean, and PB cone. And then I need another PB cone on that side of the screen. And it's, I know I'm being pedant. But yeah, I can't. I can't merge them together either. That's usually the way around it. But
why?
Because
you're basing it off a source.
No. I need 2 PB coins for example. Yeah.
But what I'm saying to you is that you just open up a third bottom screen. There's ways to set that up. You open a third bottom screen and then have a chart there with just a PB cone.
Yeah.
Based on the stuff you're using on the upper left.
It's more so that I can look at the data that is, how do I put this? So each screen is pretty much a strategy in its own. So the one on the left, I don't want to be looking down or around when my brain would be needing to focus on everything on the left-hand side of the screen. Because as soon as you look to the right, and that 0.1 1 second for your eyes to focus again, you've lost track of the direction of volatility.
Come on.
Split it in 4 screens and then put it on the bottom left as well. Then you get what I mean. You could
No,
do that.
I feel you. It throws everything out of whack, but it's all right. It's all right. It's like setting up a race car, to be honest. Like everyone's gonna have their, like, they want this Recaro seat, or they want this steering wheel. They're gonna be like super anal about certain little things. It's that sort of nonsense.
Cool.
Is this thing gonna fill or what? Come on, baby.
Thank you for the message. I just saw pop in.
Me and the market maker have locked horns. The motherfucker doesn't want nothing to do with me. Come on, motherfucker. If I really released a bow on your ass. Okay. What the hell is happening? Let's see here. So you got the daily range on SPY up here at top side, like right about where I thought it was going to be, 393. Did it gap up through the range? No, it didn't. Was it close enough? Possibly, but usually you're going to want to come down and test this daily range. These minis though are on a mission, trying to bust up, trying to get above this resistance level on the weekly. Is that that's the R1, which that's usually a bear, especially when it's at the 1SD. I could definitely see a wick up to the center of the monthly. This will be real interesting to see when these minis get up here to the center of the monthly. So what is it? What did this actually tell us? There's a shitload of liquidity right here. Is it bear or bull, right? Is it buys or sells? Well, we will find out. Could be waiting to just hump up on there and then a bunch of buys rip in to get you up to like that 40.77 level. But I would imagine the bears are going to freaking dig a trench right here. Because you get by here, they definitely don't want any of these data sets above the top of the monthly. That is for sure. But you got the dollar at the bottom side of the monthly. So that's why you got to be careful here. Real careful. Because if the dollar finds support here and starts pumping, shit's going to come tumbling down. Tumbling down hard. It won't take much of a move in the dollar back up either. Just because there's been a lot of bull juice spent, right? That stud's been in the yard humping those cows, man. I never thought I'd ever hear that. Well, you hear a lot of first-time things with alpha trading. Let's see here. So addictive. Anybody else addicted to charts?
Bad.
Very bad.
Very bad.
I mean,
But you know, I wonder if it wasn't this, what the fuck would it be? That's what I honestly think.
Yeah, this is a good addiction.
I think this is healthier or better. I don't know.
Wow, I can't believe this butterfly didn't fill yet. Playing the expected move like daily range on these options, man, is really interesting. I've been watching somebody else do it. He's 11 for 11 on these 0 DTE butterflies. Pretty powerful. He moved from SPY to SPX though. So, right, you go over to SPX, it's going to use more of your buying power. Like the same trade I'm trying to get in, it's only taking $100 of buying power. It's about $500 trading SPX. Let me see here. It's good. It is good. It would, if this thing would not have pumped like that pre-market, I would have already been filled. But this thing had to level up right at the open, and the expected range tightened up on SPY, like 3 points to each side. I mean, it tightened big time. So what's that say about the volatility? Let's see if this guy really knows what he's doing. Let me see here. SPY, let's kick on traditional. Where you at, SPY? Come on. There you go. You little sugar. Yeah, volatility's high. What is this on the daily too? Yep. Yeah, Sky.
What are you trying to do, Scott?
Just an intraday butterfly on SPY. I'm literally trying to sell. Let me see here. I'm selling 2 398 calls, buying a 395 and a 401. And that's kind of like just working the expected move range that Tasty has. If you look on SPY and you look on the 0-day expiration, you see the little like orange box on the right side of the strikes. That's the expected move for the day, right? So they're saying, in almost to 400 down to 395. That's the expected move to both sides. And so that's where I'm centered it, right? I'm trying to sell the 398s, and then I'm buying the 401 and the 395 that are just right outside the expected move. And it really, for max profit, is where you want this thing to end up, is literally at the end of the day, right about 398. And I think it was $100 in buying power for like $300 profit, which is perfect if you're buying, because this is a bullish. I am buying the call, so. Yep, interesting indeed. And here's SPY, right? You've got the reverse wave trend on the daily, where it did test right here. I mean, this thing right now is stuck between wave trend and Fisher on the daily, but it's up there at 397. I mean, literally right at it. You can see it gapped up right to it. It's just trying to hang on to the top side of it, which is fine. Problem is, you go over here, not problem. Obviously, not a problem, but you're already at the first standard deviation. And then you've got the that first resistance level. Wait a minute. Hold on here. Is it? Is that the first? I think it is. Yeah, first resistance level on the monthly. No, it's not the first resistance level. Second. Goodness gracious. Wait, where in the hell? Hold on, guys. Where in the hell's my data set at? SPY, where the hell are you? Am I losing my brain right now? There it is. Sorry. Ding. What do you want out? Let me let this dog out. Come on. Get out, girl. Go on. Go run. Chase your brother. Okay. So yeah, that's all I'm trying to do. But right, I mean, the whoever this is, they know what the fuck's up. They're not filling them. They're not filling my orders. Like, come on, you cheese dicks. So what do you got? You got Solana. What's Bitcoin doing? Hanging out on the top side of the 68.3. Like I said, man, this dollar, you're literally at the bottom side of the 68.3 Laplace distribution range, which really haven't closed a candle below it. Tried right here, but obviously it's finding support down here. If it starts closing 15-minute candles above the bottom side of this monthly, it's going to start working its way up. You'll see SPY come down, probably test this daily range, 393. Did I already buy one? Yeah, I did immediately. That was the first fill you heard. I bought a 393 put for 18 cents, I think. 18 cents, just looking for a little profit. This thing comes down top side of 68.3. I'll probably tell you, I mean, what would it be? Probably about 50, 60 bucks. But hey, man, it's all about, right? Wins, smiles and cries. What was that damn show? Denzel Washington, where he's the bad cop or whatever. That was one of the best lines in there. I forget that other actor that played like the rookie cop.
Bad Boys.
No, not Bad Boys. It was remember Denzel? He's like running that. He's got that like
Training Day.
Yeah, Training Day. And what's that other actor's name? Damn it.
It's one who used to be married at Uma Thurman.
I can't remember the rookie cop, white kid actor. But he's like, somebody asked him a question about something, and he's like, it's all about the smiles and the cries. And I was just like, oh, that's such a great line. So that's so true in life. Everything else is fluff. It's all about the smiles and the cries, controlling both of them. Not getting too happy, not getting too sad, trying to stay even keel. It's like, yeah, I like this kid. Oh, right when I want that butterfly to fill. I know when it's going to fill. If this thing starts dropping, that's when it's going to fill. But that's fine. We know where the expected move is. Tasty helps. Let me see here. Let me throw this on a curve. Puts. Nice. Every day I continue to use Tasty Trade. Platform's awesome, man. It's confusing as hell at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's man, there's so much info packed onto this thing. It is beautiful. No, please request a PB2 cone energy. It's 2 adjustable PB2 cones. I don't know. Might have just scrambled Jeff's brains. It's too early on the West Coast for that kind of question. It's only 6:45. He's already at work though, probably. Grinding. Our guys grind. That's a thing. We've created this whole thing over a couple years or whatever. It's not like we do this full time. Well, at least our developers, our coders. I mean, these guys got jobs, man. But they have dedicated so much effort and so much time. It's incredible. We love them. We love them all, man. Powerful. Indeed.
We love y'all.
We love y'all.
Our makers rock.
Yes.
We appreciate you.
We got Cardano running almost 6% up. Leading the pack, at least of the cryptos I have up. Oh, no. What? XLM, huh? Thing hasn't died yet? That's your little Ripple partner. Let's see here. Does that guy still hold Ripple? I think he does, doesn't he? What's his name?
What, Gavin?
Yeah, no. For XLM.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was with Ripple, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. And then he went and started XLM after he left Ripple. And then he had a contract where he would agree to liquidate only a certain amount of Ripple every month for like the next, 3 years or whatever. And like last year, he, dumped his final bag of Ripple.
Right. What?
For XRP.
What's his name?
Jeb.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. McCaleb or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, right. McCaleb, right. McCaleb, yeah. Yeah. Not Gavin. Sorry. Wrong project.
That's Polkadot.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So Jed, whatever, the McCaleb guy, he's out of Ripple. He's out of XRP. Like he doesn't have any bags anymore.
Right.
I mean, nothing of consequence.
Nothing of consequence, my friend.
And yeah, because they had to have that rule in place for him, because otherwise, if he dumped all his bags, he would he held some huge amount or whatever. He had to be limited in how much he could dump or something like that.
Yeah, big time. On my first
week, that's all already done. Nice. And taken care of.
Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, we're kind of stuck up here at the 1SD of these minis. NASDAQ now. Remember last week, NASDAQ was just exploding. It was running S&P, but S&P's flipped that baby today. It's booking. What's Tesla doing? Let me see here. Be a bit surprised if that shit coin's down. Where are you? There you are. It's up 4%. Imagine that. Yeah, it's up a couple points. I think it was at 188 at the open or something. No, lower than that. Hell, it's up $7. Really? Is that down that low? That's right. It was at 182 or something. So a little pump's on Tesla. The pump is on Tesla. Beautiful. Well, they're making me sweat it out trying to get this order filled. They know. They're like, oh, man. It's not even a big trade. Come on, you weak asses. Kind of looking here. Netflix down 1%. Yeah, everything's in green pretty much. Natural gas, just take for granted it's going to zero at this point. It's just fucking down on $7.30. The U.S. fund, that's just gross. At some point, that thing's going to make some people some money. I am not interested in trading that thing again. It just got stuck in the mud, never moved. Oil's up, huh? Almost back up to 70. Interesting. Indeed, sir. Yeah, VIX is dropping again, man. Intraday in. Let me see here. Yeah, down almost 7%. back down to 22.5. What was that up to? 28, I believe. Got up to 28.30, something like that. It was moving. I got that turned up loud too. That order is going to fill and probably going to scare the shit out of me. It's all quiet in here. Oh boy. So that's a daily. What's happening on the 4 hour? Where's SPY stuck at? There's got to be something here. Obviously, besides the first standard deviation on the daily, you're up here at the 99. Pretty sure. You got the 99 length log MA. You're actually on the 4 hour. You are above wave trend, above the 33 power mean. But the top side of the band's at 399, which is good. That's why I like top side of my butterflies. I like 401. That's why all these tools are great indeed, no matter what you're trading. But when it comes to options, woo, barn burners, man. These things are barn burners. They are great. Is that any div at all? No. Is there hidden? No. Yeah, this thing is just the chart's clean on the 4 hour on SPY. Is there anything setting up lower? If you ever hear me say clean, I'm talking about divergence between returns and price action. Let's see. Not really, man. Not really. Nothing. All the fishers are up too. All the fishers are up. But I'm definitely looking for the quick little pullback to test that daily range. Does it have to? Not. It really doesn't. You're going to have to see this dollar. Like I said, it did. It closed the 15-minute candle, closed one back here, but then dumped out to the bottom of the 68.3. Closed another 15-minute candle above the bottom side of the monthly. Now, boom, here we are, trying to dump down again. Is this what we're going to see all day? Could. Definitely could. Nothing's really popping. I like Southwest. Definitely I like all this being up pre-market. That is good. Got to get some movement though. Got to get some movement for sure. Let's take a look over here. So that was the 90-minute. Yeah, even the 90 minutes up here. We're outside the power mean band. It's right at the Fisher. Reverse Fisher. Pretty much just a tick below it. 60 cents. You got wave trend down here at 392. Wave trend down here at 392. That's on a 90-minute. Goodness. Let's see on the 45. Yeah, that was popping on Hidden Bull too on the 45. Look at the correlation on that pre-market move too. All the fishers are up down here. Oh boy. Yeah, see on these low time frames how we're outside this power mean band? Yeah, not sustainable. Not sustainable. I'm glad I bought that 393. Glad I bought the 393 put first. Now I'm trying to get this butterfly filled. And if you're interested what a butterfly is, Google it. Google butterfly options trade. Don't just Google butterfly. You're going to get a bunch of butterflies. Come on, UPM. Let's see where you're at on the 33. I already know, but yeah. So where is the reverse wave trend? 390. But it's so tight. Everything's about to spread here. We start getting these candle closes. I mean, volatility, expanded to an 80 on the 33 pre-market. Everything's popping though. 981, 2400. Wow. All the APPs, two of them already pegged. Got the 2400 down here and grade. Right? Here's volatility grade. Volatility grade, that's the one that changes the red to white. That's a combination of historical volatility and implied volatility. And when that peaks out, if that peaks out at 100% with this low length volatility read, guys, I mean, that's like take your profit. You can literally trade this indicator. It's hard, but you can do it. Right? If you really understand volatility, the breaks and correlation, how all this works together, it looks like a lot of noise. It's beautiful noise. right? Beautiful noise for a beautiful mind. Let me see here. Not even in a trend down here yet. Not even trending. Probably on the 15. Might not there either, because this thing is just, yeah, it did pre-market. Definitely trend. It's starting to, it's at the deviation bands right now. And the outlier flipped negatively correlated. Let me see something here. I mean, there's just no div. No div, no divs, no divs. I mean, even down here on the 15-minute, which you hardly ever see. I mean, this thing is just a clean chart. What's that tell me when it comes to the price action and returns? It's like the buy and the sell pressure. There's an even battle going on right now, right? That's why this thing is stuck up there. I mean, these guys are battling hard. The bulls and the bears are in a fucking struggle up here by the 1SD. 1SD, and the probabilities are for the bears to win if we're talking probabilities, right? But with the dollar, this is going to be important here. Is the dollar going to show any strength intraday? I mean, literally, if the VIX dropping, not good. Not good. Could she see a lot of strength? I mean, it doesn't have to come down and test this daily range. Would I like it to? Yeah. If it has even a little pullback to the top side of the 63, am I taking that little bit of profit? Yes. And that's, at this point, what I need. That's why my order is not getting filled, because this thing's hanging that high up here. Hanging high. And what is it at? 397. I mean, it's right where I'm trying to sell the two calls. It's going to be a tough fill. Going to be a tough fill. Especially if they're bullish. They're going to be like, yeah, we ain't going to get this guy. We're not going to feed this guy. Shit, clever bro, blast. This version of 5 plus normal. Maybe get rid of the noise. It could be possible. Ah. Yeah. Yeah, we love you too. He called him P-Funkle. Nice. Love it. The P-Funkle. Okay, let me look on. Got anything going on Trading View? Yeah. He asked in the chat already. Sorry, I didn't see that. Thank you, Casey Lewis. Yes, it is training day. Nice, nice, nice. Telling McCorley.
I'm long these minis about 22, targeting 40.
You're doing what? Did you say you're
long? I'm long the minis at 22 with a 20 stop, targeting 40. That's where I'm at right now. So I got long, I got a 20, 21, and 22 average right there. And I'm targeting 40 with like a 20 stop. I think at 20, 40, I think you're 40, 40, you know what I mean, on the minis.
Oh, yeah.
This year. Big resistance.
Big time. Center of that.
Because you got the center of the monthly up there, so it's targeting up that way.
And you got this 4-hour 95 for Laplace right at it too.
Yep.
That's a great place to freaking. Yep. Great place. Yeah.
Yeah, less support here in this 20 on my UPM, 7 JMA, 33 power. We see the battle continues.
What is that? 402s.
And look at the video again, 263. Wow, that might be a new high.
Wow, the 402 calls right now are 8 cents. 8 cents.
Wow.
That's at the center of the monthly. Jesus.
What's the 395 calls or puts going for?
395s are at 38.
Yeah. So there. Here we go.
38.
Here we go.
Wow, 402s.
Come on, man. Break out. Here we go. $402. Oh, we got filled. 402 might not be a bad play at 8 cents, man.
No, I mean, actually, it's pretty good, to be honest.
Yeah, it's actually, I might look a thing on it, but
yeah,
I think that's a good play, actually.
Dun, 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 dun.
Damn it.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting for sure. See what happens here.
I'm gonna have to get another machine, dude. I got Tasty Trade running, I got Ninja Trader running, I got Thinkorswim running, Trading View.
Right. Having brokerage overload.
You forgot Bookmap and Akaha.
No, dude, I don't. Are you kidding me? At one time, you had me put it in bookmap and bog my computer down.
Totally.
But
That's a
it's
lot
great
of
for
info.
ideas, but there's many people on Twitter who have
Watson will have trouble with bookmap. Let me see here. Pretty funny. Pretty funny, my friend. Pretty funny. Yeah, right there. Considering, I mean, that's pretty much right. The S&P, the 402s are up there at the center. 4041 is the minis.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you got the 95 for Laplace up here. Hell, if this thing gets up to 401, if this thing taps up here, that'd be a great.
I think SPY's looking for 399. I think that's his 399.27. That's what it's looking for.
It's got yeah, it's right there at that monthly level.
There, those 8 cents.
It's the bottom of the monthly range too. I tell you what, man, this thing could definitely bust up through there. If this dollar, I mean, look at this dollar. This thing looks so weak. It is incredible. Not incredible. It's the biggest shit coin around, so it's not really incredible. But yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Breaking 30 now. Here we go. It's 31.
Yeah, it's going to probably move pretty quick here too. I mean, your minis are literally getting close.
Yeah, I know. I sold one at 29. I bought 4, so I sold one at 29 bucks something.
Yep, taking that profit.
Oh. I might put another one. We'll see.
Oh boy. Let's see here.
Did they fill you yet?
Not on the butterfly, no. Nope. Not on the butterfly. That was a sneaky.
What'd you buy? 395s?
No, I actually went to the top side, kind of hedged that downside. I actually bought 2 402 calls, and I'll tell you what, if this butterfly fills, and I only bought the one put, this will be a great day. This will be a very profitable day if they just fill this butterfly, especially if this thing does go to the top side. No, it looked like this thing was going to do I mean, it still could too. And that's what I'm actually looking for, because I need this data set to pull down a little bit for that butterfly to fill. It's not going to get filled. It would be nice to see a pullback, at least a run at this daily range, and then a bounce hard, move to the top side, get inside the monthly. That would be ideal. For the
when I touched 31 on my 5-minute, it hit a third band RMLR. So if it is going to mean revert, 4018 should mean revert on that. It's not much.
Yeah,
but that's on a 5 minutes. So let's see. Right now, the wave trends.
Let's check SPY out here. Down on 15 minute. What's this thing doing?
Let's go to a 1 minute and see how your SPY is on a minute. What do you see on a 1 minute?
Yeah, hello. Right, here's the 15.
All right.
Yeah, you literally gapped up to the 3SD band. We know what happens here. What is this down here? 394. 394. That's what I want. Just, boom. Mean revert and then rip. Mean revert and rip.
All my wave trends are holding this right now.
Would be a perfect day if this thing mean reverts on the 15 and bounces there. Where's the 30 at? Let me see where
there's that 22 again right there. Boom.
Yeah, this is actually perfect too. If this comes down, mean reverts to the 11 and bounces from there, and then you get the freaking you get a cross up at the 30, which won't be till out here because we know how this works. So no, actually it could. It's going to cross up right over here, right in this area, probably within an hour. So get a pullback now, mean revert to the 11, and then have an intersection of the 30 probably around 11:30 Eastern time, and then boom, then a bounce to the top side, get into that monthly range. That's the ideal play today for what I'm doing. That would be epic. That would be epic indeed.
Silver's backing off, gold's backing off.
Oh,
VEPS
yeah.
is down 2.
Oh, yeah. Gold bled out like crazy, didn't it? $30 almost, 27.
Yes, it's up $1.
Every time the thing starts to creep, getting close to the 2K, man, it just people just taking profit up there.
Go
I
to
don't blame
100. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, silver not as bad as gold. Gold's down what, 1.4. Copper back over $4 again.
Where do you don't see copper at $4? Hang on a minute.
This is a no-brainer. If you understand the RMLR, if you're watching this on TV or whatever, it's a powerful indicator. Very powerful. Why? Because returns mean revert and price action follows returns. When you get a pre-market move up to the top to the third standard deviation band, a wick right to it, pull back. This is what usually happens. And you open up the next candle, right? You get stuck at the 2 SD band. The third candle, you reject off the 2 SD band. Now you're almost back down to the 1 SD band. What's that?
You should be getting filled.
I know, anytime.
Minis are back down to 17.
Yeah, look at the dollar. Of course, exactly what I thought was going to happen too.
I'm trying to buy on the way down here, so I'm trying to buy at 15.
Yeah, I'm surprised this butterfly hasn't filled now. Watch, this thing's going to fill any minute.
Should. That would take us all the way down to 76. I think you got strong support at 72 on the minis.
This could work out perfectly. I need this dollar at the top side of the 68.3, and that is perfect. And then a reject there. This could work out perfectly. If this dollar runs up to the top side of the 68.3 plus, bottom side of the daily range, like 103.4, you get SPY checking up on the top side of the daily range or top side of the 68.3. Because if you gap up and you were close to the daily range already, but even showing just trying to come back down to it, that would be a nice little move down to the top side. And then I'd be like, okay, that's even better. Take the profit on 393.
400 calls are at 25 cents.
That's
cheap, man.
They
got as high as 55.
That is cheap.
Keep an eye on that one, man. If we stay down here, because that might be your play too.
Right.
You got a lot of support. 390, almost 397 even.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. I mean, hell, you
I think it's extreme. I said 395, maybe 395, 96 would be extreme on the SPY. So if it touches there, then it's back up.
Right.
Well, all right. I might buy one of these at 7 cents. The 402 and then the 400 is a quarter.
Yeah, I bought 2 at 8 cents. That's what I bought. I bought 2 of the 402s at 8 cents. And which at that point I was hoping I'm going to give it a quick pump, take that profit, and then pull back. But it looks like it's going to work the other way around, which is fine. Is it going to happen on this 15-minute candle? Probabilities say no. You got the 99.7 to plus at 395.13. The next
probabilities say no on it.
The next couple 15-minute candles will probably be when we see it back down at like 394.5 or something. Let me see here.
You can pick these up at 4 cents.
Yeah, that makes sense. Next couple of 15-minute candles, probably going to see it down here, top side of the 68.3. That's a second resistance, our first resistance level for the daily range too. You can see it's this is the second. Those things flip support quick. Real support and resistance. We're not drawing lines on our chart. Literally the code is populating these. Something is blowing up. What the heck's going on? I'm getting lit up on one of these freaking Discords. What's happening here? It's at the sales bot. I see a bunch of sales. No. What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, I hear a dog knocking.
Can't you hear me now?
Slow play me, baby. Slow play me. That's the way I like it. I like the slow play. Yeah. I'd imagine we break inside this level right here. We get inside like 396.75. that'll probably fill, and I'll be fine with that. I will be fine with that. At this point, I'm begging, not to the point where I'm going to market into it, but because I'll never do that. You can have it, mother trucker. I don't take. I do not market into positions. That is silly. And 99.9% retail traders don't even know about limit orders. They market in and market out of everything. Pretty crazy. See if anything. What can we look at here? Russell. Let's see if any stocks are really moving. I don't think anything's really doing anything right now. Hold on here. Come on. Get in. Now get back in. Come on. Go on, girl. You big dog. Go lay down. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. The gig must be out on the old intraday butterflies. It's pretty funny, too. This thing's all centered. Let me see here. Just this movement on those SPY trades. It's like I'm up $13 right now. $13. Woohoo! You're rich, Bilbo. Oh, it's all good. That butterfly needs a fill, man. That butterfly needs a fill. It will. Yeah, but we got, let's see here. What's lifting? There goes Southwest finally popping. Southwest finally popping. That was a no-brainer trade. Southwest was so beat up. Thing was ready to go. Ready to go. Because everybody's like, oh, I wouldn't get in an airline trade, man. Well, a lot of these, a lot of the big corporations, business travel is, but Southwest, dude, that's like most people's favorite little airline. Southwest.
What's the symbol on that stock?
What's what?
What's Southwest's symbol?
Love. LUV.
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
LUV. So this will be the first 15-minute candle here in 2 minutes to close below, back inside that weekly level there. And the 1SD. Yeah, the perfect scenario here is to run to the top side of the 68.3 and then bounce to the 95.4 Laplace by the end of the day. If that works out like that, be a very profitable day. Let's see. Yeah, good times. Good times. Thank God for all these monitors. Keep track of everything. Busy bee. Let me see here. Trying to pull some, when you're looking at that. What were bonds doing, man? What are those futures doing? No, now they're down. They were up. Look at the fuck. Yeah, look at those. Fuck, man, really? Look at the bond futures, man. Holy shit. What's this look like on the 4 hour? Oh yeah. This thing's setting up some bull div on the 4 hour. Z score was low too. Yeah, these bond futures look like they're about ready to pop. What happened? You're outside the power mean band. How many times? 1, 2, 3, 4 without ever testing the reverse wave trend. What did it just do? Just tested the reverse wave trend finally. Shit. Let's see. There we go. What are we doing? What's that ticker on Tasty Trade for those bond futures, man? Let me see here. That's the euro. That's Henry Hub. That's the gold futures. Who the hell are you, you little shit? There's TLT. We don't want TLT though. Is that the bond futures? No, it's the 30-year. I don't want the 30s. Fuck are you, man? Where are you? Because what are those babies at right now? 130. Let me find
ZN.
Yes, thank you. Damn it.
I'm on the minis again.
Let me see. 114, JP. Oh, there they are. There they are. Yeah, it's /ZB. Okay. What's that, the 3 days?
They're making videos that are getting 10,000 views, and they have way more followers than we do. What's going on with this world?
Bro, it's insanity, man. There's some real ridiculous crap going on out there.
Like literally videos of video games played or silly dolls doing silly things, getting tens of thousands of views.
Yeah.
We try to teach people how to trade BEPS. Crickets. But thank God for the people who are here today. Thank you very much. We love you all. So glad you're here, learning how to trade properly.
Yeah. I mean, just go look at all the zombie. Just go look at the zombie YouTube thumbnails and laugh. That guy's such a quack. I used to like him when he just did news. He's so out of his lane. It's not even funny.
Who's that? The zombie? Who?
Yeah, you know who I'm talking. I don't want to say his full name. You know who I'm talking about. The only one.
Yeah.
And yeah, who's he mimicking? I mean, to the T.
Right.
He mimics the caveman. It's so. I wish we could just grab up all these retail traders and watch these guys and be like, put them in the shake box, right? Wake up, man. Stop watching these guys.
Seriously, from the bottom of my stone cold heart, I really am very appreciative of the people who are here today learning stuff and participating, giving ideas, sharing insights and all that stuff. Because we have the best little community, as little as it is.
Oh yeah, by far the best. Okay, now I set a couple 15-minute candles. Here's the first one. All right. So this 15-minute candle closed back down inside the 1 SD. Now this is going to close inside probably the second resistance level, and then we'll probably see the move down here. The next 15-minute candle. Let's see how that's coming along here on the 15. Yep. Slowly making its way back. So why do we know this is going to do this? Because returns mean revert. Price action follows. All right, price action follows. So now we go over here on the SPY. Let me show you something here. Boom. Let's go to the 15-minute. Boom. Look at the returns oscillator coming down. It's losing its negative correlation right as it's crossing. So this is the perfect opportunity. You come down here, it checks up on the top side of that 68.3, and then what is it going to set up? Hidden bull. So you actually want to see this on the next 15-minute candle get positively correlated with the down move, and then when the returns oscillator turns up, you want to see that positive correlation continue with the hidden bull, and that will be that would work out perfectly where you come down, hit the top side of the 68.3 and bounce from there. Let's see how it plays out, because you got the dollar down here on this low time frame. It's showing a little bit of oomph. It tried to close a candle above this weekly support level that flipped resistance. But this is a no-brainer. You're at the bottom of the monthly range. Daily 68.3 Laplace. If the dollar was going to bounce from here. This could work out absolutely perfect. Although I could have got those calls a little cheaper up there, which that's all fine. I do think this is how this is going to go down. Not going to lie. I do believe this is how this is going to go down. Let me see here. I'm surprised that butterfly did not fill, man. That is just crazy. It should have definitely filled by now.
Call them.
Let me see here.
If you call them, they'll get on it.
Just being a stiff. You know what I'll do? I'm not afraid. I'll freaking readjust this thing. It hasn't filled yet. I am not afraid to pull this and throw it in. Watch this. I'm going to get all tricky on their asses. Let's cancel that. Now let's go back over here. SPY. Let me get this butterfly again. Where are you at? There you are. Boom. There. It's even better. Now let's pull this down 3 points. Push that up 3 points. 13 for 187, 188. Let's see if it fills now. Is that going to be a good fill? 397. Where's this thing at? God, ideally. That's what I'm going to do. This would be a better fill, man. Get this thing down here centered at about 394, 395. That's what I'm waiting for. That's what I'm going to wait for. Throw this back in. That's perfect. Hell, the market hasn't been open an hour yet. Saron's got his hands up. What you need, sir? Wolves. I need more coffee. Give me a second. It's already made. I just got to pour it. There we go. That's the good shit right there. Espresso, grind, and shit. Looking like a champ. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. There's a bell to ring. Let's see here. Get that thing filled. Party time. Here comes my little data set. Here comes my little data set. Let's see now. 6 minutes to the close. Let's see. Let me blow this up. Correlate. Yep. About to lose that negative correlation right about now, which is perfect. This candle closes and you see the next one blue, you're going to see it drop. There's the top side of the power mean band, literally 394. God, that'll be perfect. Come on down. Come on down, right to where we know you're coming. It's a perfect area right in here. Perfect area. 2. Yeah, that puts a nice profit right now. I need some more juice. Let's go, baby. Let me see here. Position. There's that put. Okay. You get down there a few more points. There we go. Come on. Come on, little puppy. Move your butt. I'll close you. I'll close you. Fucking day trade counter. Need to blow that thing up. Screw the day trade counter. We love you, SEC. You're great. Okay. Let me see here. Let's see here. Broop. What the fuck? Sorry. I'm laughing at stuff I'm reading right now. Oh, God. Okay, I'm open. I can't look at that right now. I will never get through this stream. When's this close? 4 minutes. Yeah, we're gonna do it on this 15-minute candle? Possibly. Come on, get your butt down there. Tell you what, man, a full test of this daily range would be epic. I'd really like that. That would be good stuff. Indeed. Indeed. If this does get down to 395, then you got the 1SD at what? Yeah, 397. We're up here. Boom. Okay. Here goes this dollar. Dollar trying to make a move. Oh no. Yeah, everything's going to halt right now if this dollar is going to move. See everything come back into reality real quick here. Yeah, those minis got held up by that, the 4 hour 68.3 Laplace kicked that thing back down. Hell, it's at the 4 hour 1SD to the downside right now. They're what, a 40.10? About 40.4, yeah, about 40.10. Interesting.
BTC is now at its daily mean. I think I have maybe, I would literally say your blue band that I could see right there. Yeah, that little blue line would match up with my 1 minute cone. If it holds above there, then it's just pretty much going to be trapped from whatever the percentage is. It's just measured down from red line to blue line. If it's 0.5%, imagine it will be the same to the upside. So it's stuck in the blue range for me, pretty much. I mirror sided there. So comes down, wicks into the blue. If it can obviously hold above the blue, then it's going to get faded by the red. Holds above the red, it's going to go magnet to the yellow. And then if it holds above the yellow, then we know it's going to obviously try to break outside of the top side red. But I would say whatever the percentage difference is between the red line and the blue line, just flip it up. And that would be where you could scalp it back down to the daily mean. So that would maybe take about 5 minutes to 45 minutes to 90 minutes, depending on how quickly the volatility is wrecking it.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's 1 SD on the 4 hour, so probability
yeah, it's like oh, dude, it's perfect.
Yeah,
it's a mean. I was so shocked to see it lining up perfectly, like in line with the red regions, and the mean being obviously the yellow line. I was just like, wow. All right, this is a target.
It's gonna whip right through it. Now it pulled right back up to the top of the daily range. Bam. Yeah, because it's tight, real tight.
Right.
Bitcoin, what is it? Only $30? No, $60. $60 daily range on BTC.
Yeah, I wouldn't give it more than $60 above the red line. If it fails above there, and I don't have my trading laptop open. But yeah, if it closes about $60 above that line, look for bullish continuation back to your hashes there where it fell from. If it closes below $60 above the red line, look for continuation to the other, back to the blue line.
It's almost a 2K range inside the daily 1SD. This is what I can see. I can see Bitcoin at the end of the day is either going to be closing around 29 or 27. Just because of the how tight this daily is. This thing wants to run to a 1SD level, I'm sure. Yeah, you got 27 to the downside, 29 to the top side. A little under 29.
And Dixie?
28.9.
Is that thing going up or down?
Dixie's just it looks like it's having trouble. Having trouble getting above this because that support level for the weekly is at the S1. Where's the bottom of that weekly at? Where are you? Where are you? There it is. Yeah, it's the first support level. That I mean, that thing, you get below this, that can be some hard resistance. I mean, you got 2 wicks through it already. And it's just like, no, we're not having that. I could see this though, getting up here a little bit more. SPY definitely wants to mean revert here on the 15. Here she comes. Remember, on this candle, I was like, it's probably going to happen in the next 2 15-minute candles. Now it's below the 1SD band. The RMLR now is at what, 395. 395. right there, top side, 68.3 Laplace. That's what I'm betting. Come on, get your ass down there. Get your ass down there real quick. Meanwhile, let me see now. What are we doing here? Ready? Go. So what are we? 397. I would sell the 397 some. So we're going to push that up to 400. Down to 93. 94. My bad. There we go. 16 for 184. That is interesting indeed right there. Indeed. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Sir. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So what is that? 30. Yeah, he liked that 30-point thing, didn't he? Let's see if it'll fill now. What's that buying power? 119 for what profit? 185. That ain't bad, man. For intraday, just a quickie little boom boom. Boom. I knew I'd sneak it in on that little monkey. He couldn't handle me. It just got filled. I got all sneaky on him. Okay, now we're in Partyville. In the intraday butterfly. What's that max profits like? $200, something. Nice little intraday trade. That's what it's all about. Picking. Pick. Picking up the crumbs, picking up the crumbs, picking up the crumbs. Hey! There you go. Come on. This, because this isn't finished. What's this got? Yeah, this 15-minute candle pretty much just opened up. This fully needs to happen. Boom. And then where is that 30? There we go right now. So if this is gonna come back and test, gonna be right now, and this would be perfect. You got the 30 length getting ready to cross up the 33 power mean. Come down, test this, and then woohoo! Let's go for a ride. Let's go for a ride. That would be okay. But then again, remember, I mean, there's a lot of resistance. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It's a trying. It's a trying. I definitely thought it would be this candle. So let's see. We got plenty of time. At 11 minutes. 11 full minutes? Yep, 11. At least we lost that cold snap, man. I'm freezing my ass off. It was cold.
Hey, I had a quick question.
What's your question, sir?
Okay, kind of new to this platform, but I really like it. I like what you guys are doing. I'm struggling since I started options a while back. One of the things I'm struggling with is that I'm very good at my identification, and even following you has been helping me out a ton. But on my entries, I'm over reluctant. Like I've gotten so cautious that I miss my best entry trades. I mean, I just miss them, and I just watch them. I watch what you watch. So, I mean, have you encountered this in your, as you transition from basically a retail trader? I don't know. I'm just asking the question because I've never encountered this. I've always been very positive, confident about my entries, but now since I've been trading options, I've become somewhat reluctant. And even this morning, I'm following closely. I'm on a put at 3, on the SPY at right at the top. It's just a perfect entry. Everything would be fine. I'm there, but I don't make the entry. And then I just watch it.
Right.
So that's it. Just the question. I mean.
So how I got over that was I needed a shit ton of data to confirm my thought. All right. Some people can confirm it with just the VRE levels that you see here that you on the screen. So let's say you have a Bitcoin idea that was explained here. So it's back at the daily mean, and you're like, damn, now this is a good time to make a decision on Bitcoin. All right, because this is technically its safe zone. This is where it wants to be. And in a few hours time from now, it's not going to be anywhere near here. So you know that much. So now you know is the time to start processing the signal. And what you use to process the signal is entirely up to you. Some people can do this with naked charts. Some people can't. And now what I use to nail down, okay, let's say I have an entry here at Bitcoin at the daily mean. I was like, this looks like it's the middle of this signature. And then you go and you throw on the math, and the math verifies with you. It's like, yeah, this is actually the mean. This is the middle of the daily mean, you know, like this is where it's printed. So you know that this is a magnet, okay? And then furthermore, if you look at any of the lines that are on these screens, what we're generally doing here is you're looking at these lines, and then you're matching up with other indicators, like you could say momentum indicators, for example, like retail side of things would be what we've heard of as RSI and Stoke. So you're lining up sort of momentum indicators built on percentage returns, and that gives you the direction. So you maybe know you're like, this is an area, but am I entering in too soon? Because you know you could get a better entry. And then sometimes you're like, damn, this is so bearish, this is so sketchy to enter. But you have a line that literally dictates, if the 1 minute closes above this line, it's more bullish. If the 1 minute closes below this line, it's more bearish. The math says it. And you can see, you can clearly see those magnets. And there's a lot of like noise around these areas, right? And you can look at it as points of liquidity, right? So if you go and you use whatever you use to view heat signatures in the book, you can go and see that there's other bots and algos at pretty much any one of the lines that you're looking at on any one of our screens, okay? Each one of them programmed differently, but you'll see as the line moves, the bot and the algo is moving with the line. Doesn't really matter which one. That's displayed on the candles. So you know that there's someone there. And if that's what you need to verify that, damn, okay, I'm not just putting down $1 million in the middle of the desert. There's actually like 10,000 people putting down $1 million in this desert region. Well, then you know, okay, this is a probabilistic region. What can I use to match it up? All about how you go about verifying your decision, right? You naturally have a bias. And if you have the math, it's easier to know when your bias is wrong. And a lot of people suffer not knowing when they are wrong, because it's easier to know when you're right. You actually don't know when you're wrong. And that's technically getting the max out of your trade. And knowing when you're wrong is usually the point at reversal. So there's a few factors to it. But yeah, man, data analysis paralysis does come. But if you start slow and steady, and you say, this is what I want to verify, I'm sure one of us would be able to say, okay, this is an indicator that would fulfill said need. Right.
Yeah.
So,
and more to the point too,
yeah,
is what I want to throw in there, is that I think he's more at the point where, like you said, he's making that transition, like going into options. And even if it's only subconsciously, you need to realize that when you're entering an options trade, right, you're entering a contract to buy or sell 100 shares of stock. So subconsciously, especially if you've been trying to control your risk in the past, keeping your risk at bay, right? No leverage, none of that. You come into options, there's an inherent amount of a leverage just built in immediately. So I think subconsciously, it kind of sets you back a little bit, and you're a little more worried about the risk, worried about taking entries. Where it is what I always like to say, I go with my gut. I try to keep the head out of it. I mean, because in my opinion, we got two brains. We got one in the head, one in the gut, and I'm always going to trust the gut. And when I don't trust my gut, it's a bad, right? I end up losing money if I don't trust my gut. Not just sometimes, it's weird. Every freaking time I don't trust my gut, I lose money. So, and it goes back to the old saying, scared money doesn't make money. So it's
exactly. I've always been like a 9 out of 10 trader. I mean, always 9 out of 10, but I found in my past that I didn't protect my risk, and the one would always basically eliminate the 9. That's what I've done in the past, and I only use cash now. I don't use any margin at all. I strictly, with options, I can just use my cash. But I've found that you're right. What
option were you looking at this morning?
I play the SPY 0 days.
Which one were you looking at?
I was on a put at the 398. When it went above 398, I was going to pick up the put for 397s at 80 cents.
They're $1.35 now. So
yeah.
So if you would have bought and maybe just start with one contract and see if, if you can't pull the trigger with one contract. Yeah, you're not risking a lot. You get what I mean?
It's all about size. Definitely an option. It's all about sizing.
Yeah, it's all about sizing. And then you're like you're saying, if you're losing on one trade out of 9, then that means you have no risk management in place. You know what I mean? So you just knowing how to take the losses 3/4 of the battle.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Always know your loss.
No, and strictly my entries on those losses, say in the last 3 weeks, I've only had a couple losses, but they're significant. But the thing is, it's always been later in the day. I get kind of lost. I mean, I can make 10 trades, but the one trade at the middle of the day, I'll get lost in my charts. I'll get lost, and then I'll be contrarian at the wrong time. Stuff like that. Just the stupid stuff you go through in trying to refine this to the point of where, I want to be a professional trader, but when I don't treat it professionally, it bites you in the ass. Strictly. So, my question, since I'm not afraid of asking questions because I'm well versed. Right. I know all the rules. I know all the, there's nothing that I don't really understand about any of it. But what I've found in paying attention and just following you guys for a minute is that you're using an extra level of data that I've never even conceived.
Yeah.
Literally. Yep. I mean, I just haven't wrapped my head around it. So I went to Trading View. I have TradeStation, but Trading View is a different platform, and I'm going to get signed up for that. My question is, do you have a standard? Because I don't want to build all this stuff. Do you have a standard where I go into Trading View where I would have a standard platform that you use?
Yeah, we actually because in our free trial, I think you get like 13 indicators. And it's what I haven't done yet. What I need to do, I need to set up a chart. I need to set up a few charts. Actually, I have them that you can usually, if you go into Trading View, you can just set up you can download that chart. It'll already be set up for you. But that'll be the best thing, because even just the VRE with the overlaid of the normal and Laplace distribution levels, and then the RMLR, these things are so powerful. Like pre-market right here, right? I mean, pre-market, you're at the 3 SD band off the RMLR, and look what happened. Because when you're out here at the 3 SD band, the returns are going to mean revert and price action follows. And so has it fully done it yet? No. I mean, we're talking 395 right now. And then you got the 33 power mean down here. But here's what's great. If we could get this pullback right now and it bounces at 395, you turn off the 11 length RMLR and I turn on the 30, you're having this intersection right here, right? And usually when you have like an RMLR cross up a 33 power mean, within a couple candles, you're going to get a pump or a dump, depending on what it does. It's always within a couple candles, right? Boom, boom, boom. There it is. It pulls back right to the 33 power mean. As soon as that 30 crossed down the 33 power mean, within 3 candles, then you get the pullback. Bam.
Yeah.
And it bounces.
Typically 0 to 4 candles.
Yep. So. And then it bounces right on the 33. Goes right up to the 1 SD band again. Just goes sideways, staying up above. That's why, like pre-market, if I were just looking at this, it's kind of a no-brainer that this thing was going to pop. And even on the 30 pre-market, it was at the 2 SD band. So Yeah, usually when you get up around the 2SD, 3SD band, the returns are going to mean revert, price action is going to follow. But then that's why we use our returns oscillator to see what it's telling us. Like right now, the returns oscillator is trying to turn up right now with some hidden bull divergence between price action and returns. There's no correlation yet. No correlation. And if this would have correlated positive on this down move, we would already see it down there. We would have already seen this data set down at like 395. It just didn't work out that way. It didn't go low enough. Plus the dollar is rejecting off of this. And that's how I use it a lot. I'll look at the strength of the dollar, look where these ranges are. And so you're looking at that RMLR band. Let me turn that off. Wait a minute here. Boom. Pre-market, you're at the 3SD band. And at the same time, I'm over here looking, and it was right at the first standard deviation on the daily. And so right there, there's a 68.3% chance that the daily candle is not going to close above this area. And so all that put together, this little pullback here was definitely a no-brainer. Now I was looking for a full test down here, which it still could. It still could. I mean, hell, we're only an hour, hour and 15 minutes into the open.
No, and I was looking at all the factors based on charting and kind of listening, but you know, mine was strictly on the expansion, you know, and what it could do. You know, mine are more like charting, you know, like you guys say, crayons on the board and all of that, but mine was gut. I was looking at that as a true short. You know, it was a perfect put to me, and I had it all lined up. I had all my contract. I had my trading situation in place, so I figured 397 was a no brainer.
Right.
Yeah, and so I didn't do it. So you're saying reduce lots, reduce the overall risk down to, and then still maintain what kind of stop loss do you have in your mind? I know you've said that you go off, you know, you don't have a fixed stop loss because that shows your hand.
Right.
So what does it say? Okay, you reduce your risk. What is that? 10, 15, 20% in your head?
Yeah. Especially these intraday options. Yeah, P Funk likes to throw the stop losses in there, and that's about what he does. Isn't that about correct?
Yeah, I always keep it there. Yep. Like I've been stopped out 3 times this morning. I'm good now, but I got stopped out 3 times, and it keeps me from just adding down and adding down.
Right. Right.
And you're trading 1 to 5 contracts?
Yeah.
Huh.
1 to 10, depending on the amount. You know what I mean? Because especially think about it, like right now, if you're looking at those 402 calls, you know, the 402 calls are trading for what, 3 cents right now? Hang on, look real quick to trade 3 cents, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you went out and bought 10 of those, you're talking what, $30? You know what I mean? So you literally put 100 of those, depending on, you know, buying power.
Yeah, I see.
So you know what I mean? Like what I would do if I were you and you're picking these things is like, you know, just buy 1 contract so that at least you've got skin in the game. You know, what's the worst you're gonna lose? Even if you
at least you feel like you did something and you didn't do nothing.
Do that, and once you do that, then you'll be able to increase your size accordingly. When you feel comfortable with what you're doing. You know, if you had a, you know, so if you're on TradeStation, first off, you can't use our stuff on TradeStation, so you're gonna have to account with trading.
No, I don't. And I don't trade with TradeStation. No. I have it as one of my platforms. I'm actually in E-Trade, so when I trade.
I'm banned from E-Trade for some reason. I don't know. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I trade.
Well, anyways, what I do want to do is I did almost sign up for Trading View, and I do want to be able to follow along and learn. I read through all of the information, and I'm going to have to read it. I'm going to have to read it a couple times to start comprehending it, but that doesn't matter. You know, time, it's about focusing on what makes a good difference.
I started this a year ago. I found these guys a year ago. I've been trading for 30 years. I was in market making for a long time. So
Okay.
I signed immediately up for it. I didn't go to the free because then the free indicators, I don't think give you what this stuff really does. So I signed up for the first month. I don't know, it was 90 Solana or whatever that was a month. And there's, and I tweaked it my own way. And there's about 4 or 5 indicators on there that I use. Yes, I do have a lot of different charts up with different things on it, but everybody in here sometimes it's just a tad bit different. So like they keep talking about the BRRR, what's good for that, that will give you levels on what you want to play. So will the PB cone, that will give you levels. So will the plots and normal. And you can use those levels as targets and stops and, positions, entries, all that kind of stuff. But I would suggest to spend it because what you're doing the reading and you're not even looking at you don't even have the indicators and you're following us and you're just reading on it. It's not going to be good.
No, I understand that, but I'm going to take this slow because right now I'm at a critical point in my development, if you will, because I absolutely have to control my risk, but also the potential. The potential is high, so I'm gonna get signed up. And so you said you've been doing it for a year.
With these guys,
what is it? What has it changed?
It's changed for me the thinking. Like I struggled once I came over from institutional to retail. I struggled, and it's helped me to having my levels. So what does it change? It's been very hard. I don't understand all of their tools. Their tools are high math. So
yeah,
so some of the stuff is way over my head. No matter how much I try. But what does it change? Consistent. It's just I'm more consistent. I know, but I mean, I still knew how to take a loss, and it keeps me from over trading these days. I've learned to do that, so that's been a good blessing. But there's a lot to take in, and when you're only seeing it from a part of, when you do actually sign up, it will, if you even if you just do it for a month, pay the $90, or whatever, maybe they can give you free, the real indicators. And I don't know, are the VRE on the free ones? Scott,
What's that?
are the VRE on the free ones?
On the free trial? Yeah. You get like a baker's dozen.
So if you got the VRE on the free trial, then do that, because that's the main one.
Yeah, you get all this with the free trial. You get all what you're looking at here. You get the RMLR and you get the VRE.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah, good stuff.
They didn't have that last year when I did it, so I just.
So which one is it? Is it the Pro? What selection is it on the?
Oh, you just go ahead and in the support channel, just request the free trial, and all you need to do is give us your trading view name, and we'll just hook you up with the indicators.
All right.
Because we just need the trading view name so we can attach the indicators. Like we can grant access to your trading view username.
When you apply them to your charts, you'll be locked out. But the free ones, when they apply your name to it, you won't be locked out, and you'll be able to get them.
I just had it set up to sign up, and I just didn't select the
Pro one, the one in the middle, gives you like 25 charts or something like that with up to 10 indicators on them.
Yeah, that's the only thing I haven't done yet.
Yeah, so that's the $60 a month one, I think, or $50. I don't know, whatever the one. I upgraded to the premium after a year of doing the middle one.
Let's see.
All right, sounds good. I'll be doing that, and I use the same name that I use here, HUD Spy. So
perfect.
I basically focus on those zero term options for the SPY.
Yeah, this stuff works great. It definitely works great.
Gambling at its best.
All right. Well, thanks a lot for the information. I'll get signed up, and then I'll be paying attention. Right and on. Then thanks for the feedback.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, man. And by all means, keep asking the questions, man. That was a great question. Keep asking questions about any kind of indicators, like any of our indicators. If you want to know how to use it for trading specifically, always happy to help.
I'm going to do a little more reading. I read it through once, basically what you guys offer, the tutorial. I read through that, and I'm fairly astute in the math arena, so
good. That'll help you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna read through it, and then I'm gonna get signed up, and I'm gonna take this slow but extremely methodical. So I'll be on here every morning just because it's already helped me, and some of the statements. Oh my God, dude! I mean, I've been on some of the calculations, and if I would have just made my trades, it's just unbelievable the difference even right now. Just paying attention.
So the beauty is we deal with the markets that are random, and there are plenty of inefficiencies to exploit, and there is always another occurrence of opportunity. So don't worry about missing trades because there is always a next one. Just keep that in mind.
No, I know. That's the beauty. That's the beauty. That's the beauty of the whole thing. Every day is the same. On that front, it never changes. For as long as I've ever done this, the next day is as good as yesterday, and tomorrow will be as good as today.
Exactly. And it doesn't matter if it goes up or down. Direction of price is completely moot. All that matters is you're on the right side of the trade.
I'm on board with that. I'm on board with that completely. I don't puts, calls, shorts, longs. I could care less. I have no bias unless it tells me there's a bias.
Exactly. The math. The indicators tell us whether or not it's likely to go up or down. That's the bias.
So I'll be taking this very methodical and slow. So I'll be on and I'll ask as many questions as I need. So thanks a lot for the answers. That's the key. So appreciate
it. Man. Happy to help. We really appreciate you being here. Like that's what we're here for, man. One at a time. We want to help people learn a better way to trade.
Exactly.
Yep. When I hear that, I see that. That's you have to really pay attention to kind of grasp what you guys are doing. You have to pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, we're not putting out the silly nonsense that that the other places show because they don't deal with real math. We deal with the stuff that's really relevant, and you don't have to be great at math, to be honest. You don't have to be like a math genius. It does help to be good at it, but you don't have to be. Like the tools are made in a way that as long as you can read the information properly and execute the trades properly, like as long as you learn how to fly the plane, you don't have to know how to build the plane.
Well, and when you have the co-pilot sitting there right next to you, and you can throw it out there like this is phenomenal.
Yeah,
believe me,
man.
Because
that's literally why we built this place. I'm really happy to hear you say it. So
I mean, I'm impressed. Even I've only been following for like a week. I started on YouTube, and I moved over to this area, and it's been good. So no, you need that feedback because I'm gonna be paying attention and I'm gonna be asking questions because I'm not shy about this crap at all. This is a living for me, and I absolutely have to stop that one. It's that one because I'm very good gut wise and charting and all of it. I've always been extremely good, and I've always been 9 out of 10, 90%. But that one is the evil, is always been my nemesis, and I have to control that.
For sure.
When you come back,
just remember, if you're in a losing trade, just get out of it.
Yep.
Like ASAP. That's just
100%.
because things will get worse if you think they won't. So it's always better to just get out, step back, and recalculate, and take the next occurrence of opportunity.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's our three.
That's why when the statement was, using your gut or whatever, not using the physical stop loss and showing your hand, that kind of makes sense to me. But if you're only trading, say, one contract, are you really relevant in the mess or 10? I mean,
absolutely,
is 10 relevant?
Dude, liquidity is liquidity. The bots that are trading against you do not care how many. Because trust me, if you have a stop at a certain price level, believe me, other people do too. So they're looking at a pool of money that's available to them if they drive the price towards their snatch your liquidity and then run back in the other direction.
They're looking for the cumulative.
Yes. So yes, even your little trade, you might seem little to you, it's still money on the table. and the bots do not have emotions. They're just there to take money.
Oh crap!
Yeah, I like to say it. If you have a stop loss in the system, imagine yourself. You're literally sitting at your desk like this. Hello, here I am, because you're down there with a lot of other people.
And then all they do is do a swipe.
Yep.
And it takes it out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you're done, and then you're going.
We do it on. We used to do it on purpose.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
absolutely.
that actually makes total sense.
Yeah.
I used to do it on purpose.
Yeah, that's why we don't put markers on the
You
boards.
used to do it on purpose.
Yeah, I used to be a marketer. Yeah, I would take stops out on purpose.
My God.
I'd slam, I'd go out and blast the stock and take it down to the stops. And then that way when the stops go off and it fills me, so I'm short, I take the stops out, the stop becomes a market order to the down, a sell.
And it doesn't, wait, I have a question. So then it doesn't even matter what the market's doing or moving or in direction or anything? I mean, it's like, this is just a game.
If hypothetically, let's say I have, a huge stop order at, let's just use a round number at, let's say $20.50, and the stock's trading at $20.75, and I can slam it down enough to down to 50 cents to set that stop off. The whole way I slam it down creates the short to be filled in, but by the short of the stop. Do you get it? What I'm saying?
Yeah.
Depending on how much there is, if their size. That's why for us, if you're doing one or two contracts or small, we're not purposely setting stuff off one kind. It's not worth it. You know what I mean? But if there's a whole pool of stops at a certain level, that's different.
So do you have like, okay, here's a general question. So do you have a specific, so do you target a certain profit range or per day, like no matter what contracts you're using, or are you saying I'm looking at, if I make 500, if you make anything, do you have anything set up? I mean, generally for any of you guys, like.
Yeah. So with the tools that are available that you'll see in the free trial, for example, that you see on the live streams, we show these like normal distribution bands and Laplace distribution bands and projection boss, things that look like little cones, and the RMLR, and they all have standard deviation bands or Laplace distribution bands on them. Those are extremely good, and so is the VRE, by the way. It also has levels that are based on those bands and other bands. Those are all the profit-taking targets, basically, and that's how you measure it. And the trick is to not be greedy. So if you see an outsized move and you don't expect it to continue, take your profit. If you see an outsized move, but it looks like it's going to start continuing, like a trending move with the Entropy or whatever, it's starting to be a trending move and it's likely to continue, then you can stay in. But just remember, if you're in profit and things can turn around quickly, especially when you're trading low time frames, you want to make sure that you don't stay in too long, because randomness and all kinds of things will happen and things will turn around naturally, right? When it goes to an outside, to like a third standard deviation level, it's likely to mean revert, etc. So if you see a move, move 1 or 2 or 3 standard deviations and you hit your target, take your profit, get out, go to the next trade. Like that's how we do that. We don't hang around and wait for a particular percentage necessarily beyond the actual standard deviation targets or Laplace distribution targets. Once those are hit, we take profit and get out and go to the next trade. That way we don't get stuck in a move that's going to mean revert and take your money away.
I mean, if you want to have a goal of $500 a day, that's your goal. If you want to make $1,000 a day, I mean, that also plays into it too. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, no, I get it.
Yeah. So if you're trying to make, my goal is to try to make $400 or $500 a day. And then if you get to that goal early enough, you can stop, or you become a degenerate like some of us in here and stay all day. And like you said, in the afternoon, the worst time to be trading is between 12 and 2:30. It's the worst time of the day.
Exactly.
So if you're sitting around just getting lost in the charts, if you step away, sometimes you're better off to step away at 11:30 and come back at 3 o'clock. And then that's your power.
Exactly. And I'll guarantee you 100% of my negative trades, 100% is during that time frame.
Exactly.
100%. 10 out of 10, 100 out of 100.
That's how it rolls. So, and then you start, like somebody once told me that, and for me, the hardest thing to do sometimes is nothing. So you sit here and you just start thinking around and, all right, I'll get back in, and then the next thing you know, you've given back half of what you made, you know. So
Yeah, because that is a
that's just hard.
position. Doing nothing is a position. That's a so.
Yeah, it's hard too.
Absolutely.
And
No, I
sometimes
agree with that.
the
I
best
become real
position.
comfortable with being cash
Yeah,
and not using margin.
yeah.
Well, I do both. I put cash and a margin account. That's really up to you, but margin's not that big of a deal on stock accounts. You're already using enough. If you're trading minis, like I trade minis, the S&P minis too, and you're already using enough hedge. And you already, I mean, if you're trading these 0-day options, you're in a ton of margin as it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Without
Yeah.
even knowing it.
Yeah, exactly. No, I get it.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah. So you sound. I mean, if you know math, if you're pretty, like you said, decent with math, then you should be okay with this. And like this will do is just give you good help you out with levels and knowing when to buy and sell. Or these guys are real good at taking profit.
All
I
right.
tend to let things run a little bit longer.
I'll get signed up and I'll keep paying attention.
Awesome.
Welcome.
Yes, awesome. And then we got I'm looking at Apple right now for Casey Lewis or Lewis Casey, whatever first name, last name we're working with here. Right now on Apple, first thing I'm on the daily. We're outside the power mean band, right? Bear div. You got the returns oscillator right now crossing down the zero mean. It's negatively correlated, but it's been losing negative correlation. So you can see right now that it's crossing down the zero mean, we're getting this bearish candle. I got a little range here for Apple for this downside move, anywhere to like 152 down here to the reverse wave trend, 148. So there's about a $4 range right here. But I do see Apple pulling back into the band here. Let me look on the 5-day.
Good.
Yeah, you're even outside here. And look, even on the 5-day, reverse wave trends right at the bottom side. Would I be longing Apple right now? No, not today. Not this week. Indeed, I would definitely be waiting. I haven't even looked at it on the VRE, but I would imagine, and why I'm saying that, there's no bull div, right? This move to the top side, it's not coming off any bull. We had a little bit of hidden back here, but I'm looking for like trend change. This definitely wasn't a bull move play. Let me see here on the daily. But at the same time, as this data set drops, it's going to be setting up hidden from the bottom right here when it was crossing the zero mean. So is it setting up yet? No. But this bear div's playing out. So yeah, I would be waiting here for a bit. What's this on the 4 hour? But also, depending on how you're trading, I mean, look at the 4 hour, look at the bear div. Look at all these lower highs. All right, and there is a little bit of negative correlation. That's why you're not seeing too much of the pullback yet. And then look, even on the 4 hour reverse wave trend is dead centered in that range, pretty much 151, a little higher than the center, but yeah. So I'm looking down into here, but I would be, like I said, like especially if these stocks and stuff, I'm looking for options plays. And right now, I would probably on Apple, especially like tomorrow, maybe 3-day out expiration or something. I don't know. Let me see here real quick. What's happening with Apple? Let me pop this up real quick. Where you at, you little donkey? Are you not popping up? There you are. Okay, let me see here. Yeah, if I were to do like, God, I hate the weeklies. I mean, you got the April expiration at 31 days. That actually might not be a bad play, to be honest. So if I were to get in 31 days out, which I really don't like to do because I'd only be in that trade about 10 days, so it might be perfect. Because if I'm entering an options trade, I'm going to try to enter like when you got a monthly expiration out about 45 days because I'm looking to close or adjust that position at 21 days till expiration. Why? Well, because you're not going to have a problem getting filled. The longer you wait, the harder it's going to be. Let me see here. So it being at 157 right now, I'm just looking here. So if I were to do a defined risk trade, say I wanted to, and I was buying premium, say I wanted to do a long put vertical. Let me see right now. If I were to buy the 155, let's just do just a 5 point move to 150. Let's see here. I mean, that's max loss 143, max profit 357. And that probably 10 days in, no matter what that profit would be, I'd probably take it. And that's, in my opinion, what options is all about. You just got to take your profit. And don't get yourself in a position where you're not going to be able to get out of the trade. That's why the whole 45-21 day thing is really important, in my opinion. But like, if I were to get into a butterfly on any of these monthly expirations, which I don't anymore because it became pretty clear to me that the best way to trade these butterflies is intraday butterflies. But like, it took me hour and a half to get filled on that trade. I finally had to get sneaky, slide it in on them, and boom, snapped it up perfectly. And right now, let me see here on that SPY position. But yeah, Apple, I would definitely be looking like intraday. But you got to be careful here. Me, though, I'm not looking for a long. That's for damn sure. Or you could actually sell calls, right? You could sell calls too up here, depending on if you want to buy or sell premium. That's going to have a lot to do. Like what was the IV rank on Apple? 17. So pretty low, right? Pretty low. I'd be careful with Apple right now. Depending, I mean, are you looking to invest? You looking to, there's such a big criteria of what you're possibly looking at. So like if somebody wants an asset looked at, tell us a little something what you're thinking about doing. But I'm seeing a lot of bear div. But at the same time, you got to remember when this bear div is playing out, and it has a couple times. There was the first pullback. Now it's set another stab. So does it pull back all the way to the top side of the power mean band? Does it go into the 4-hour reverse wave trend down there at 150, 151 area? It could, because I'm seeing all this bear div, but it's setting up hidden bull, right? And hidden bull is a continuation divergence. Have I seen a trend change here yet? Not really. On the 4-hour? No, this is just a little quick bear div while it builds up more bear. And then that could be the trend change that you could get down on the 4-hour back to the reverse wave trend that will set up hidden bull from this right here. Possibly. Yeah, it would. If it got down to the wave trend, it would set up hidden bull, then get a nice bounce there. But right now, I wouldn't. I'm not actively looking to really trade anything in Apple. I'm really not. Not with the IV rank. If it was up there around 50, I'd probably be looking at trying to create a range on Apple, right? Like a condor. Because if you're trying to get into a strangle, right? It's going to take a lot more buying power. Why? Because you're selling premium, and you better know what you're doing. Because that's how people get wrecked. That's how people get that fucking email, right? That makes you jump out of 5th-story windows. That's the call. That's the email you do not want. Correct, P-Funk? People get wrecked all the time, man. People get absolutely wrecked. Let me see.
Dear customer. Oh no.
Totally. Yeah, like right now on that butterfly, yeah, I'm up big time. I mean, I'm up $20 on the trade, but hell, I just opened it. But by the end of the day, if this thing flutters around right where it's at right now, because ideally on a butterfly, you want to close right around where the two strikes you sold, right? So in this long call butterfly, what did I do? Yeah, I sold 2 397s, and I bought a 394 and a 400. That's how that butterfly is set up. And where it is right now, if this were to close right now, by the end of the day, I'd be in like $200 of profit. So let's see what happens. I'll pop it in the Discord when it closes, because I'm going to let that go to expiration, obviously. Yeah, and that's what you do, butterflies, right? You get into butterfly, boom, you're going to let that thing expire. That's why it's so hard to just sit in a butterfly like on a 45-day out trade. Because it's like watching grass grow, man. I like it a lot better on these zero day expirations. I like it. Who doesn't? Who doesn't like to be? Do I think of myself as a degen? A good degen, though. I mean, if I'm going to be sitting in front of my workstation all day anyway, I'm trading these intraday SPY options. It's a no-brainer. And when you have these tools and you know where the data set is, it gets powerful, man. It gets powerful day after day after day after day. So this is great. Oh, but like I was getting back to Apple. Like I would actually, but the IV rank being at like, what was it again? Yeah, 16.9. It's actually went down a little bit. I would be.
It's ran 60 cents as you've been talking about it.
Yeah.
On a 1 minute, I like it above 57.09. Nice.
And with it that low, I mean, I'd actually can be looking for a short on Apple. I'm not kidding. If I were getting into a trade right now, if I had to, if there's a gun in my head, you need to get into a trade in Apple. I'd probably be looking at, either selling a call or buying some puts, one or the other. And probably since that IV rank is so low, it might be time to buy. Might be time just to buy the premium, buy a put. Obviously, get into especially if you're new to options trading, the defined risk trades are definitely the best way to go. You know your risk going in. Okay, this is what's at risk. This is my max profit. I can live with that, right? That's literally throwing a stop loss in without even having a stop loss, right? You're not setting off any fucking red flags or anything. You're good to go. I like going in defined risk. Especially if I'm buying premium, it's nice. It's even nicer when you're selling because you're protected. That's why, like, if you're selling a strangle, like right now, for an example, I'll give you an example right now. Like on SPY, if I were to go into the April expiration, let me see, what's May, 59 days. So when this May expiration gets to about 45 days, I'm looking to probably get into about 10 different options trades. But say we were going to do 31 days right now, and I were to go in and throw on a strangle. Let's see, if I were going to, especially if I was going to do the expected move, God, which is high as hell. We're talking 415 to the top side. Let me move this up, and you're going to shit when you see what the buying, how much buying power this is going to take. So 415, I'm going to sell 415 call. And I'm going to sell where is that expected move? A 379 put. Dude, that's going to take $6,130 of buying power for a max profit of 575. But here's what it's all about. That trade is almost locked in. That actually would be a great trade. You're probably going to get your max profit on that because you're going to have a mega move in SPY one way or the other, right? Because let me even look over here on the curve where your break evens are at. We're talking about as long as you're above about 372 and below 420, what a great number. Below 420, you're good. You're in profit. So yeah, it's a pretty good damn trade. Pretty good trade. You got a lot of room there. But that's the thing. You can always turn that into a condor. So is what an iron condor is. Iron condor is pretty much you're selling a strangle, but you're buying the wings, right? And here's the difference. I'll show you the difference in buying power. If I go back over to the trade, boom, and I was right there. Okay, so where was that at? Oh, what did it do? Disappear on me? No, there it is. There it is. My bad. Hold on. So 379 to the downside. The call I'm selling is at 415. So now I want it to be a 3-point iron condor. So if I'm 415 to the top side, I'm going to go to the 418 strike and I'm going to buy the call. Okay, I'm going to buy the 418 call and I'm going to buy, since I'm selling the 379, let's see, 376. I'm going to buy a 376 put. Now my buying power is only going to take $189. So we just went from over $6,000 in buying power down to 189, right? Buying power. But now max loss 189, max profit $112, not 500, right? So before, that max loss was literally over $6,000 with only a $575 profit. Now, when you turn this into a defined risk trade, you're only risking $190 to make 112. And that's damn near guaranteed you're going to get all that profit. Why do I say that? Number one, probability of profit is 50%, but your probability of 50% profit, 70%. So I'm not looking for all of it. Like if I were to get in this trade and I get in 60, 70 bucks worth of profit, I'm probably just going to take it, close the trade. And that's what that probability of 50% profit's all about. It's really high. So if I were to get to that point, I'm probably going to take the profit. Now, where this get now, do I buy more lots? You could, or do I want to keep the size small and spread the risk? That's the smartest thing to do. Find a lot of different trades, spread the risk. That's what I like to do instead of loading up on, just several lots, where, because that's where you can start to get into trouble. That's usually where Rex option traders is a size, because it gets away from you real quick. A lot of people don't realize you buy 10 lots. Hello, it doesn't take much of a move when you're long or short or whatever you're doing, buying or selling premium, and you're up there at 1,000 shares of stock. That can move quick, man. Gets a little sketchy. But yeah, so that's a difference between like defined risk and undefined risk trades. How powerful that is. Just throw a condor on. But when you're selling premium, you need to definitely know how to handle risk. Like if one of those sides starts to get tested, you need to know what to do for sure, or you could get wrecked big time. And we don't want that, do we? No, we do not. Okay, so what's happening now? What a great stream today. God, it went over to, what are we, about 2.5, almost 2.5 hours? You might want to cut it right now. Couldn't end on a better note.
Hey, one last question before you go.
Yep.
So I noticed one thing about you guys, you don't talk about any of the noise going on, like tomorrow, the biggest day, blah, blah, blah. It's all over everywhere, this FOMC thing. So you don't pay attention to that at all?
Pretty much, it's all baked in, man. It's all. I mean, sometimes we mention it and stuff, but I mean, we don't trade by it ever. Whatever happens in the news has already happened in the charts, man.
Really?
Oh
yeah. Show me the charts, I'll tell you the news, as the expression goes. Like, yes, is it possible that there are occasionally pieces of information that flutter on the grapevine that will affect the groupthink of the herd mentality? Yeah, but that doesn't affect the volatility or the entropy or the probability or the statistics. Look at those things, because that is what will tell you the direction. Because remember, there will always be multiple narratives for the same story, whatever that story is, which basically means if you try to follow whatever's going on in the news, you're going to be misled one way or the other. The best thing is to do is to look at the actual maths, look at the actual information that's on the charts, because that's actually what's going to tell you what is the likely direction of the trade you're in now. And remember, big stories in the news, it's for people following news. It's not for people actively trading low time frames, right? Like if Jay Powell decides to print a few trillion more dollars or whatever, I guarantee you that the information that's going to affect your trade right now will be affected by the VEPS first before it's affected by any buzz in any news outlet, whatever that is. So it's not that we completely ignore information from the real world. It's just that we don't trade based on that at all. I mean, is it interesting big picture as an investor? Yeah, sure. But is it useful as a low time frame volatility or entropy trader? Absolutely not.
I respect the FOMC tomorrow. I won't have a position before that.
Oh yeah, no, like for sure there are. I mean, I get it. Like people don't want to take positions before huge announcements and stuff. But you'll see it on the you'll see it on the charts. What's probably going to happen, and we do know that typically there are movements at certain times of day, week, and month, according to the routine theater that happens between the Fed and other things, various reports, CPI, and all that kind of stuff that comes out, right? So if you want to be cautious and not play those movements, just step back and don't be in those trades at that moment. But if you want to actually exploit those opportunities, because very often they're easy enough to spot and to know what is the likely behavior, you can certainly take advantage of that. When everybody else is like, they don't know what to do, they're like deer in headlights, and you've got all the information there clearly displayed saying, yeah, the probability is we're going to mean revert now, or we're going to have a trending move now, or we're going to have a random walk now. Yeah, that's why we don't base our trading on the news, even if we quote unquote respect certain activities, as P Fund does.
Meaning like
no diss P Fund.
No, meaning like when tomorrow, when it first pops, whatever they're going to do, you the one thing here, you can leave orders out at certain areas based on these tools, which is what I tend to do. Like sometimes it'll whipsaw one way up or one way down, and sometimes you can leave open orders at those. If we get filled, that's kind of how I play on like for an announcement tomorrow. But after the fact, then it's right back to business. Do you know what I mean when I say about leaving an open order out there?
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, no, it makes sense. I was just wondering, just because it's such a big deal to everyone, and it just moves everything so dramatically that it's
right.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
These tools will give you the levels where it's going to move to anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here's one of the most important things that how I look at it when you're getting ready to have an announcement is that the one thing it's not going to affect are their returns mean reverting. They're probably if the returns are already mean reverting in one direction, I can probably tell you exactly what the announcement's going to be. That's what Yasha was talking about, where it's already cooked in. It's cooked into the VEPS charts. We're already going to see the mean reversion happening. Like, especially like you go back to like something like when the whole COVID thing busted out. Dude, like 4 weeks before then, you could see the writing on the wall. Hey, something's happening here, right? Price literally started floating down. Volatility was contracting, ebb and flowing into a dump. That's exactly what happened. So you had volatility contracting, positively correlated. The price action several weeks before that big dump was already ebb and flowing into the dump. You could see the writing was on the wall. And then so everybody wants to come out that's trading with like traditional indicators are just going to be like, black swan event. People love to talk about. There's no black swan events when you trade the VEPS. The VEPS create those events. That's what's crazy. The returns are already mean reverting. Before any of these big moves ever happen, you can usually see it in the volatility. That's what's great about this stuff. But now that takes just some learning, right? You really, because this indicator right here, the volatility, it's not the easiest thing. But once you get the hang of it, and it's hard to learn, but it's so simple. It only does a few things. It expands, contracts, and then there's breaks in correlation, positive or negative. That's all that's going on. And then when you learn how to read like one length, then you throw on 3 lengths, and that's what these thicker lines are. So I got a 525 length are the columns, and then each one of these fatter lines is a 981 and a 2400. And so then you can even break it down farther to see, okay, the 981 is expanding too. Is it positively correlated? The 2400 is expanding. Is it positively correlated? And then you start to see over a matter of time how like certain ones outweigh the others. You'll have 2 pile on top of the other one. One might say in one way, the other 2 say the other way. Well, what is it? Like you can have like a 981 and a 525 expanding positively correlated, and you can have the 2400 expanding negatively correlated or a positively correlated, and you just have a the price action is going sideways because that higher length is so powerful. It'll combat those lower lengths. So there's a lot of work to be done understanding it. But once you understand the VEPS, you sit back and you realize let's let these developers do what they do. I'm going to fly this stealth fighter. I'm going to learn how to read my instrument panel. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. We actually have a pilot actually flies for God. What country is he in? Senex? Isn't he the one that flies? Or no? Who is that?
He's in Switzerland, Sunox.
Yeah.
Oh, I shouldn't say that. He's in some neutral country.
Who is it? Is Senex the one that's the pilot?
There was some other dude who was a chopper pilot in Ukraine, but he's been not with us since we left that other camp.
Yeah. What was that dude's name?
The guy that was a pilot in Ukraine, I forget his name, but anyway.
Yeah, because he was catching on
Hopefully.
too. Yeah, I don't know why I got him confused.
Alive and well.
I don't know why I got him confused with.
So what you're saying is that you're looking at it, and it's pretty well telling the story before the story's happening.
Pretty much.
Yes, because we use leading information that tell you the probabilities into the actual future, like the current and next candle, right? Based on the actual volatility and the actual entropy correlated to the actual price action that just happened. So price action by itself cannot tell you anything about the future. Volatility and entropy by themselves will not actually tell you the direction of the future. But when you correlate the volatility and the entropy, either one of them to either the price action or to the other aspect of the entropy, then you will actually get leading information that tells you about the current and next candle. And when you look at the reverse mean of log returns, or as we call it, the RMLR, which is an indicator we created here, you actually see the extremely likely probability of the direction of the future reverse mean of log returns, which tells you very clearly the direction of that reverse mean going through. And if you put a projection boss, like a distribution cone, at the right place, you can see where that RMLR is moving through the distribution, so you can have an idea of the likely direction of the asset in the coming candles, and you can look very far into the future, and it is extremely accurate. And what it also belies is the big lie that past price action doesn't tell you anything about future returns, because in fact, past price action tells you everything about future returns if you know how to look at it correctly. It's one of the biggest lies in the financial industry, and our indicator literally proves it. So it's kind of interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And you start to see all that. You start to
Thanks.
see
Have a good day.
Yeah, man. Enjoy them. So yeah, good stuff. What a great stream. Great freaking stream.
Absolutely.
And this is what it's all about. It's days like this that make it worth it, guys. Look, check it out. We're into this. People realize really freaking fast. Look, we're not your regular little YouTube or people that are throwing these streams out there. Scammers, in our opinion, right? They're trying to make money off you. They got links, they got all this stuff. They're on ramping on the leverage exchanges. They're shilling links to make profits off of selling crap, whatever it is. We're not them. We are literally trying to help retail traders make the transition from traditional TA over into the VEPS. And there's one main reason why we're doing that. It's because we realized quite some time ago that the high frequency trading firm algorithms are running the distribution. They are using all of this, and you can plainly see it on any time frame, how these distribution levels, daily volatility ranges just get nailed, right? And then when you throw in the RMLR, right, and understanding divergence between price action and returns, are you outside the power mean band? Where's the reverse wave trend? All this plays in, every bit of it. And so once you put it all together, you just sit back and marvel. You sit back and be like, just like P-Funk has said several times, if he would have had these tools when he was making markets, we wouldn't even be talking to him right now, right? Because he's on his island, whatever island he bought, wherever it's at. That's where P-Funk's sitting chilling. And that's what a lot of people realize. And these are the people we're looking for, right? Because we know retail traders are in a cult, most of them. Right? They're going to be in the traditional TA cult. They're watching YouTube Jimmy. His YouTube thumbnails are switching back and forth, and it's all about news, right? I hate calling people out. Crypto Zombie's on my nerves bad because he just throwing news every day. He's bullish, bearish because of news, and it's just like, man, this shit needs to stop because that is such manipulation. These traders are just lost, and they get in positions and wonder why they get wrecked because they're listening to people that literally have zero clue of really how these markets work. It is what it is. We're not going anywhere. We're going to be here supporting TradingView, streaming on their platform. All right, we believe in them, and it's growing. We love it. It's a great place. I'm glad we made this transition from YouTube to TradingView. Right? We can all agree on that. It's definitely helped 100%. We're finally getting this stuff in front of people that really need to see it. And that's our goal, right? We don't want some massive explosion. We like people trickling in, right? People just trickle in and want to learn about the VEPS. It's perfect, man. Perfect. And once you do that, come into the Discord, not just on the streams. Come into the Discord, ask questions, man. You're going to get jumped, right? There'll be a lot of people answering questions. So, yeah, it's a good thing. But yeah, let's wow, longest stream we've had since we've been trading on or streaming on TradingView. So let's wrap this baby up. So appreciate everybody that was live in the Discord. Yeah, see you, P-Funk. Appreciate everybody that's watching live in the Discord or on TradingView, YouTube or Twitch. We love you guys. The link to the Discord is on TradingView page right there. Come check us out. With all that being said, wherever you live at on this big, beautiful 0-day trading expiration blue marble, Have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.